And we are live. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks so much for stopping by here for a fantastic matchup tonight here with the NFC Championship game. The Kansas City Chiefs already punching their tickets, victors over the Tennessee Titans in a matchup that finished about 15 minutes ago over on CBS. Now over on Fox, we're going to match up between the Packers and the 49ers for the NFC title game. If you guys are new to the YouTube channel, before I start, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. I call play-by-play here, football action on the channel, also live right now over on Sportscaster as well. What is good? Alex from the DMV Sports Net. Welcome back in. He likes the Packers in this one. What is good? Thanks so much for stopping by. Hey, welcome in, Ryan. What is good? Thanks so much for stopping by once again here, as we'll have the NFC Championship in less than 5 minutes with kickoff as the national anthem just went on right now. Hey, welcome in, Vaughn. Welcome on, buddy, over on the channel. And on Sportscaster, Gavin putting out, you can finally relax now. You guys earned it. Patrick Mahomes is just one in a kind. He's just so good. Man, you guys earned it this year for the Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes goes down. Matt Moore takes over for a couple of weeks. Mahomes comes back, and he just torches defenses just like that. Kansas City was down. They were down to 17-7, and once again, that offense, man, they never quit. Never quit. 35-24 to final. The defense looking great, only giving up 69 rushing yards to Derrick Henry, which is by far way lower than what other teams have given up so far in the past couple of games, as Derrick Henry was torching opponents week in and week out. Of course, kudos to that defensive front there for Kansas City Chiefs. They were just all over the map, swarming and tackling Derrick Henry during the last game. So we're going to have this matchup here in a couple moments away, as we'll be having the NFC title game for this battle. Let me know down in the chat who you guys like in this one. 49ers or Packers. I think if I had to choose between these two teams, I would go San Fran in this one. Man, I feel like it's probably going to be a rough matchup, I feel like, for Green Bay. San Francisco is one of those teams that just loves to control the clock with the football, just run the ball right on you. They don't need Jimmy Garoppolo to drop back, pass the football 300, 400 yards. He's able to get the job done if he has like 130 passing yards. And they just control the clock, get some turnovers. The San Francisco 49ers look like they're going to get this one, but anything can happen here. Honestly, upset city in the wide world of sports. We'll see tonight what happens, as the Packers will have a second chance for redemption tonight in this one. Hey, welcome in, Vegas Vix. Thanks so much, my man, for stopping by. Here we have it. We're going to have kickoff in just like probably 2 minutes from now. So yeah, both of these teams already took on each other. So 37-8 the final. And that game took place back on November 24th, 2019 on NBC. And the reason why San Francisco, they were so good in that game. Defense. The 49ers limiting numerous quarterbacks this year to under 150 passing yards, and Aaron Rodgers was one of them. He took 5 sacks in that game on Sunday Night Football, where they lost 37-8. Rodgers had only 104 passing yards. That was it. He has a second chance to see if he can crack the code tonight against the 49ers. Yup, Kansas City going to the Super Bowl. After 50 years going to the Super Bowl in Miami. So, Super Bowl 54, here they go now for the Kansas City Chiefs. And big shout out to Patrick Mahomes. Just incredible. Just one of a kind type of quarterback. Me too, man. I have all the respect for Patrick Mahomes. They definitely deserve it there. And whoever they face, I feel like it's going to be a great battle. I know a couple of people have predicted Kansas City, Green Bay. That's going to be the better matchup for the Chiefs to go up against the Packers. But we'll see what happens in this one. Hey, welcome in Bradley on the channel. He likes the Packers in this one. We'll see. They have a second shot of redemption tonight. So before I start the video, if any of you guys are new, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button as well. So I'll be calling play-by-play here tonight. Welcome over on Sportscaster, Bull Runnins. Thanks so much for stopping by, as this game's taking place at the 49ers home field, Levi's Stadium. This ball will be kicked off here in just a moment. Yep, Tennessee. Tennessee was up by 10 points, but never count out Kansas City. That tells you something. Never count out Kansas City. And then when Tennessee is down, they just panic. They're going to have to pass the ball, throw the ball, and that's where they were struggling. Kansas City just took them completely out of the game. So the Packers kick off the football first. Ball is going to go to the 49ers. Let it bounce to the back of the end zone. And San Francisco and their offense will take over now, starting at their own 25-yard line. Oh, yeah, Patrick Mahomes, the new running back. He just ran right all over Tennessee today. So here comes out Jimmy G. 20-5 record as a 49er starter now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And a chance to go to a Super Bowl. 49ers have the football first. They start out now at their own 25-yard line. Garoppolo from the shotgun formation. So he's got Hughes check lined up to the left side, and he'll go hand it off to Tevin Coleman. Left draw. Takes it for about a gain of 4 to the 20, or to the 29-yard line. So Tevin Coleman coming in. Former Atlanta Falcons running back. In the offseason, went to the 49ers. Suffered a couple of games he missed with a knee injury, but he is back fresher than ever. They are doing it. Multiple running backs this year with Tevin Coleman, Matt Breida, Raheem Mostert. This has been a tough running back core to take down. Garoppolo, ace formation. In the backfield, once again, Coleman, 2 wide to the right. Ball at the 29-yard line. It's going to be a 2nd and 6. Garoppolo under center, takes the snap, handoff up the middle to Coleman. Coleman with a stiff arm, fighting for extra yardage, right close to the marker, right exactly at the 35-yard line. We'll see where they spot it, just shy it appears to be. So coming up will be a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1 for the 49ers. Hey, welcome in, Alex. Thanks so much, my man, for dropping by in the channel. Alex from the DMV Sports Net. And Jimmy Jam, welcome on the channel once again, Jimmy Jam. The Chiefs are his pick in the company poll, and if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, he wins $240. That's awesome. Here they go with a handoff up the middle, and the Packers coming up with a huge stop to plug the hole as Tevin Coleman gets dropped back for about a loss on the run, and now they're going to have to punt away the football. Man, that hole just completely collapsed right there. Collapsed right out in front. Zadarius Smith's having a huge season this year for the Green Bay Packers, and he was one of the main players right there coming up on the stop. So 49ers will punt the football away through the first about 2 minutes, 40 seconds or so. So we're going to get to the 13-minute mark in just a moment in the first quarter. This ball gets snapped and booted away by the 49ers. Packers back to return. Going up for it. Wow, laying out for the football. Risky. What a grab, though. So that was Irvin who laid out for the football, and we're going to go right to commercial break. You never want to stop with a muffed punt. Ooh. Wow, that was close. Coming down with a football. Got both of his hands underneath it. Alright, this is cool. We got no commercial breaks in between this punt. This is awesome. So here we have it. Packers right back out on the field now. 1st and 10, 13:05 left to go on the clock in the first quarter. Packers go into the I formation. They take the snap. HB toss over right side to Aaron Jones. Jones with a lot of running room. Past the 30, chopped up like a helicopter there. Falling forward to about the 34. Pick up a 9 in the carry. It's going to be a 2nd and 1 coming up. Alex is at the Hershey Bears game right now. Scoreboard malfunction that they've got. It's just like the same malfunction I had during that Summer League game. Yep. I remember that classic scoreboard malfunction. I had the game say final when the game hadn't even started. 0-0 final. 2nd and 1 now. Packers with a football from the gun. Rodgers takes a snap. Play action. Screens it out. Left side to get it. First down. Devontae Adams down the left sideline. 40-yard line. Stiff arm. Out of bounds at the 41 of Packer territory. They pick it up on the first down. Hey, welcome in, Matty Joe. Thanks so much, my man, for stopping by on the channel. I appreciate it. That's awesome that Alex is at a Hershey Bears game. I think I'm going to be going over to Hershey for like the first time ever in a couple months around April vacation. I'm going around that area, Hershey and Harrisburg in Pennsylvania. 1st and 10 at the 41. Rodgers takes a snap. Play action. Bootleg to the right. Rodgers passes this one underneath. They get it out to this tight end. Picks up about 2 yards on the reception. It's the 14-year vet Mercedes Lewis, the former Jaguar. He picks up a 2-yard catch. Brings up a 2nd down and 8. 11:30 now left to go in the first quarter. Packers trying to put this football right into the 49ers territory right now, as they go from the ace formation. They take the snap. Handoff up the middle. This one's going to be a carry by Aaron Jones. Takes it just shy of the midfield marker at the 47. Picks up about 4. It'll be a 3rd and 3. Welcome on Sportscaster, Red, White, and Blue Sox. Thanks so much for stopping by on Sportscaster right now. Yeah, that's cool that you're over in that area of Hershey, Alex. That's awesome, man. 3rd and 3 coming up. I've never been to that area of Pennsylvania before. I went to the Poconos last year. That's like towards the northeastern part. Rodgers takes the snap, screens it over left side, and the pass over to Jamal Williams, and he gets stopped in the backfield for about a gain of 1. Not enough for the first down reception. It will bring up about a 4th and 2. We'll see what Green Bay will do, but they are still in their own territory if they're old 49. This early in the game, you have to punt away the football. Passing yards are going to be tough to come by, especially against this type of defense tonight. And Green Bay is going to punt away the football. First 5 minutes of the game right now, throw it. 10 minutes left to go in the first quarter. J.K. Scott about to punt this ball away for Green Bay. The punt returner will be Richie James Jr. for the 49ers. Scott standing at his own 40-yard line. The Packers snap it off. Scott gets the football, boots this one away, and Richie James Jr. will field the punt. Calls for a fair catch, standing at his own 11. So that's where the 49ers will have it. We'll be right back here after these commercial messages. 0-0 to score both of these drives, ending up with punts on the first time out. We'll see if the 49ers can hit on some of their magic coming back for their second drive of the game here, as we are on Final Yard Football on YouTube. So Kansas City already punching their way into the Super Bowl now for Super Bowl 54. Patrick Mahomes, the leading rusher for Kansas City. Not surprising, given that Kansas City has been lacking the rushing attack this year. They're all about passing the football. And when you have a game like that, cold outside like it was today, Patrick Mahomes just a complete hero, able to get the job done, even though how cold it was to pass the football out there. Sammy Watkins, 7 catches, 114 yards, a touchdown grab. He had a long of 60 yards. Tyreek Hill had 2 touchdown catches. What a game. That wide receiving core is just so fast out there. Tyreek Hill, the fastest player in the NFL, just tough to track down. Travis Kelce, he was only limited 3 catches today by Kelce for 30 yards, but when you get Kelce there drawing the double team, that just opens it up straight up for Hill and Watkins. And when both of those 2 players are healthy, those 2 guys right there are tough to cover, and they proved it today against Tennessee's defense. So yeah, right now we're just on commercial break. If anybody is out there on the channel, haven't done so, make sure to hit that like down below, hit that subscribe button as well, as I call play-by-play here of football action, Final Yard Football on YouTube, second to last stream of the NFL season. Next one after this will be the Super Bowl, and then everything else will basically be basketball, college basketball, NBA from everything straight out after that will be basketball, as that will be the main focus. Though it's been awesome covering these type of games for you guys over in the football channel. You guys have been awesome. Can't wait to get the community tab over on the basketball channel. That's going to be a huge help once I hit 1K, because I'll be able to promote the football channel a whole lot more here. Yep, Tyreek Hill, first Super Bowl, same as Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes. What a great season. I mean, there were times that team was down and they were just struggling to figure it out, and then, like, past couple weeks or so to end the year, they were just clicking defensively on all cylinders, which was huge for Kansas City. San Francisco with the football, play action. Jimmy Garoppolo airs this one out down the left sideline, breaking tackles past the 25, chopped up at the 27-yard line. That is the rookie Deebo Samuel with a first down reception with a bunch of yards after the catch. Just throw it out to him in the flat. That's what Samuel does. Beats his man, Kevin King. Gets right by him as King misses the tackle down the near left sideline, and they pick up the first down. 1st and 10, 9 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Ball spotted at the 28-yard line of San Francisco territory. Now Garoppolo in the gun. Takes the snap. Hands this one off right side over to Mostert. Mostert goes past the 30, and he is tackled about the 32. Pickup of about 4 in the carry. It's going to be about a 2nd and 6 here for the 49ers. Keeping Aaron Rodgers along the sideline. That's the 49ers' main goal for this game, basically. 2nd down for San Francisco. George Kittle lines up to the left side. So you got 2 wide to the right, 3 to the left now. They go 5 wide. Garoppolo drops back, takes the snap, pass across the middle, open, first down at the 50. Oh, bulldozing forward, breaking tackles and stumbling forward to the 36-yard line, and the catch once again is Deebo Samuel. Gets a 2nd grab of the game by Deebo. If he had broken that tackle and stayed on his feet and not stumbled to the ground, he would have been off to the house for 6 with a touchdown. Straight across the middle, uncovered, was Deebo Samuel. Hey, welcome in, Ultimate Champ 0011. Thanks so much, my man, for stopping by here on the channel. 7:30 left to go in the first quarter. Deebo Samuel, 2 catches for 46. 49ers have it at the 37 in Green Bay territory. Garoppolo, handoff up the middle here to Mostert. Mostert past the 35, runs forward to about the 32. Pick up a 5. It's going to be a 2nd down and 5 coming up. Just a 5-yard pickup. This clock just keeps on going right down. 49ers doing what they had exactly planned for at the start of this one. Control the clock. Control the clock, you get the W, and that's what they're doing right now. 49ers in their 2nd drive of the game. Under 7 left to go in the first quarter. Garoppolo takes the snap. Play action. Rolls out to his right. Screens it over to Mostert to the left side. Mostert tries to break one. Cannot. Open field tackle set up by the Packers. Taking down Raheem Mostert. That's Darnell Savage who took him down in the backfield. It'll bring up now a 3rd and 8. It was a tackle for a loss of 3 on the tackle. Third and 8 coming up now as we approach that 6-minute mark. Left to go here in the first quarter. 49ers rank 5th in the NFL this season, 45% on 3rd down conversions. 49ers have one right now. They go from the gun with Garoppolo. He takes the snap. And they're going to have a big handoff here to Mostert. Going down the left sideline, taking it into the end zone for 6. And they go with a celebration too, diving on the ground. Wow. Diving on the ground, a swim celebration for Raheem Mostert. Just clear path up the middle, cuts towards the near left sideline, takes it in for 6 and the touchdown. Yep, Packers defense just completely forgot their assignments there. Robbie Gould coming on to attempt the extra point right now for San Francisco. Here's a snap, here's the hold, this kick is up, and this one is good. Straight up 7 here for the 49ers. They lead a 7-zip to score. On Final Yard Football on YouTube, they do it with a Raheem Mostert touchdown run as he gets that one to go. Raheem Mostert, 3 carries, 47 on the ground. Finds himself a touchdown run as well. That was a rush of 36 yards. So 36-yard rush, he gets it for the touchdown run. So yeah, right now we're just currently on this commercial break. We'll head right back over here in just a matter of moments. And yeah, right now we're just currently on this commercial break, and we'll head right back over everybody in just a matter of moments. I don't know why in the world I'm looking at the NFL's YouTube channel page, and they have a scoreboard up on the NFL YouTube channel page that like has over like 3,000 people watching the scoreboard. Like I can't believe they even have that stuff. Like what's the point of that? Like honestly, what's the point of that? People can just log on and just Google up the score, basically. They don't need to just watch the scoreboard crazy. Like I don't know what the point in the world that's even about. Jimmy Garoppolo, perfect 3 for 3 for 42 passing yards for Jimmy Garoppolo. Raheem Mostert, though, just coming out of nowhere this year. 3 carries for 47. He is averaging a ridiculous 15.7 yards per carry right now by Raheem Mostert. Just exactly what he has been doing this season. I think he's like top 3 in the NFL to end the year as far as like his yards per carry rush this season. It was ridiculous. Yeah, he has 5.6 yards per carry this season. They split the carries between Coleman, Mostert, and Breida, and Mostert finished with 772 rushing yards. That, I believe, was like higher actually than Le'Veon Bell's total throughout the entire season. That ball gets kicked off all the way to the back of the end zone, and the Packers will start out at their own 25. We have 5:55 left to go in the first quarter. Yep, Vegas Vic's pointing out Richard Sherman and Jimmy Garoppolo knows what it takes to get to a Super Bowl because they have been there. Aaron Rodgers has been there too. It's been quite a while though for Aaron Rodgers. But this would be another huge group of QBs that he can put himself right up against if he's able to take his team right back to a Super Bowl and pass on this defense. Rodgers takes a snap, screens it out left side, and just a nice open field tackle to limit Green Bay to about a yard with a catch. It's going to bring up now a 2nd down and 9. That was Kwan Williams who came up with a tackle. Second down and 9 here with 5:20 left to go in the first quarter. Packers going to the ace formation. Rodgers takes a snap. Play action. Bootleg to the left side. Rodgers going to sling this one down the deep. Far left sideline. That ball is hauled in, they say, by Allen Lazard for a first down. He got it. What a throw by Aaron Rodgers. Pickup of about 12 as they get the first down grab by Allen Lazard. First and 10 now, 4:50 left to go in the first quarter. Packers with a football at the 40-yard line of their own territory. They go from the ace formation. Rodgers handoff up the middle to Jones. Jones takes it past the 40, and forward progress will stop him about a gain for a yard or 2 at the 41. So 2nd down and long coming up now for the Packers. Packers with the football. They go ace formation. Rodgers under center, 2 wide to the left, and 1 to the right. The fullback lined up to the right side. They take the snap. They're going to go take it up the middle. They faked the jet sweep to the right, took it up the middle on the HB plunge. And Nick Bosa coming up with a quick tackle for no gain to stop Aaron Jones right back at the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up now a 3rd and 7. Yep, if Nick Bosa gets to Aaron Rodgers, game over. Man, they love this dude. That's why you took him. Took him right there in the draft at number 2. It's going to be 3rd and 7. Shotgun formation for the Packers. Jones lines up to the left side. Rodgers goes 5 wide. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Takes the snap here. In the pocket, Rodgers. Searching. Escaping to the left. He's flushed down, and Rodgers gets sacked. Dropped all the way back at the 28-yard line. San Francisco, that was Nick Bosa. Bosa coming up with a sack. Him and DeForest Buckner, the two that flushed out Aaron Rodgers to the left. And now they get him right on a deep field. 4th and 20 coming up, and the Packers, all they can do is punt the football away. Nick Bosa just pushing past his man, getting right around him, and Aaron Rodgers flushed out to the left. It was the two of them, 99 and 97, converging on Rodgers. 49ers will get the football right back. 2:30 left to go in the first quarter. Low snap. They booted away, though, with J.K. Scott. This ball gets all the way to the 25. Richie James Jr. will return it as he takes it right far side of the field. Past the 30. Down the right sideline. 35, 40, 45. Out of bounds around the 47-yard line. Good return by Richie James of the 49ers. They're going to start about 53 yards away from the end zone coming up here. All Niners so far. We'll see if this trend continues, but Aaron Rodgers all fits. It's pass rush for the 49ers just too good right now. Sack of 13 on the first sack of the game. Nick Bosa just back-to-back plays that he has done on the field. Just giving Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay offense, all types of fits right now. We're going to go on to commercial break here. Make sure to hit the thumbs up if anybody's new on the channel, as this is Final Yard Football on YouTube. Man, so Vegas Vic's predicting the plays. Yep, you're just like Tony Romo, man. Just predicting the plays, and they go exactly as planned. So yeah, Aaron Rodgers, perfect 5 for 5 passing, but it's nothing when the passes are barely going downfield, only averaging about 5 yards per pass downfield. Jimmy Garoppolo averaging 14 yards per pass downfield so far today. And Raheem Mostert with a touchdown run. Also Richie James Jr. with a big return, as puts his team in great field position coming up for the 49ers. So they are looking sharp at all sides of the field. 26-yard punt return by Richie James. '49ers, all they need is 2 more yards, and they are right at 100 yards total so far in this first quarter. '49ers defense has held the Packers to only 29 yards as well. It's been a struggle, especially last week offensively for the Vikings. Vikings took on the '49ers, and they were only held to 7 first downs, lowest total in the divisional playoff matchup. Yep, Vegas Vix is the new Tony Romo predicting the plays. Alright, here we have it. 49ers just shy of midfield as they have the football. Great field position to start. 1st and 10, 2:16 left to go in the first quarter. In the I formation, HB tosses to the left side over to Coleman. Coleman passes midfield, and the HB misdirection takes it to about the 47-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of 4 in the rush. And it'll bring up now 2nd and 6 for the 49ers offense. So right now already into Green Bay Packers territory. $102 total now for the 49ers. Trying to put a quality drive together here, as they got 2nd and 6 coming up. Ace formation, Coleman in the backfield this time. It was Mostert got the touchdown run from 36 yards out. Garoppolo drops back to pass. Garoppolo steps up, launches. This ball short of his intended wide receiver. They try to hit Kendrick Bourne, I believe, on the crossing route. Somebody else in the area as well. But that was short of his intended receiver and a little bit too wide to the right of Kendrick Bourne. But we do have a penalty flag. And that pass was a little bit wide in the area because that was roughing the passer by the Packers. Roughing the passer by Green Bay. Yeah, that's a low hit on Garoppolo. Watch out. Oof, watch out there. Costly penalty for the Packers. Automatic first down by the 49ers. Costly. Kenny Clark hitting down Jimmy Garoppolo well low, as he got knocked right back into George Kittle, who was on that play blocking. It's going to be 1st and 10. So automatic first down. Moves it up 15 yards now to the 32. A Packer territory. Garoppolo, handoff. Left counter. Coleman. Coleman takes it past the 30 to the 27. About to pick up a 5. Brings down the 2nd down and 5 here under a minute 15 left to go in the first quarter. Yep, Vegas Vic's puts he can coach a team. All they need to do is call him. Yeah, if you guys are hearing this out there in that Providence metro area, north corner of Rhode Island, give this man a call. He knows what it's about for sure. He can predict the plays out there. Yeah, that was a vicious hit. Luckily for Garoppolo, he's back up. Jimmy G from the gun now. 4 seconds left to go on the play clock. Takes a snap. Play action. Back to pass. Jimmy launches. This pass. Ooh, almost picked off. Diving the route was Kevin King. If he had been able to corral that one in there, he would have picked it off. But no, off the fingertips and the diving hands of Kevin King. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. Dangerous pass. Let's see. Gavin pointing out, who would I have winning the Super Bowl if it was San Francisco or Kansas City? Man, I would go San Francisco there. So yeah, I would go San Francisco. I feel like any team that like goes like pass heavy against this team, it's gonna be tough. This defense is just completely stacked this year for San Francisco. Garoppolo takes a snap, 3rd and 6. Steps up, flushed out to the right, and oh, he gets sacked, drop back at the 36, close to the edge of field goal range, too. That's a huge sack for Green Bay to take. It's Kyler Fackrell, the outside linebacker, who gets the sack. And it's going to bring up a 4th down. Interesting case whether to send Robbie Gould out here to kick a long field goal of 50+. Gets sacked all the way back at the 36. Fourth and 14. And we just ended the first quarter. Okay, so we just ended the first quarter right now. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button as well. And alrighty, quarter number 1. In the books here, the NFC Championship game. 49ers they're just smoking it right now with total time of possession, everything like that. Actually, not as much as, yeah, 49ers actually have not possessed that ball as much as I had expected. Almost 8 minutes of total possession. Green Bay just over 7 minutes. So it's actually fairly even with the time of possession. I'm actually shocked about that. That's even given, though, with the 49ers, what they've accomplished offensively so far today. They have 98 total yards. There was also the 15-yard penalty that they tacked on down to that. Big decision coming up, though. 4th down, and the ball spotted at the Green Bay 36-yard line. If they're going to attempt a long field goal or not, that's something we'll have to see when we get back into this one. It'll be a field goal from about, it's going to be about from 53 yards approximately for that field goal. So yeah, quarter number 1 in the books. Gonna change this over actually to quarter number 2. Vegas Vix will gladly coach the Jaguars, so any takers there, feel free contact this man. He'll definitely be a good rebuilding component there for Jacksonville in the upcoming future. Man, looking at these promos right now, we're getting closer. February 16th, the start of the Daytona 500. February 2nd is the Masked Singer. It looks like it is back once again after the Super Bowl this time. Wow, all these promos just making me want to watch some of these programming stuff going on TV. Alright, so we're almost back into action here. First quarter just expired. 4th and 14 coming up. And they'll send out Robbie Gould to attempt a 54-yard field goal attempt as we start off the second quarter. From the right hash by Robbie Gould. 54 yards. The snap to hold. This kick is up. This one looking like it has the distance, and it's good. Robbie Gould nails it through the uprights in the 49ers, extending a lead to 10-0. Everything just completely clean. That's what makes championship winning teams. When you have a good process like that. The snap, the hold, the kick. Everything just so perfect. Straight through the uprights. Up and good in the 49ers. Lead this one in a shutout. 10-0 so far. Yeah, Vegas Vix has got that feeling somebody will steal Thaddeus Moss in the first round. Keep that thought, and we'll see if it goes into play, actually, when April comes for the NFL Draft. But, yeah, I think there's a lot of potential for somebody to pick them up in the first round. And I feel like whoever picks them up is going to get an absolute gem. A lot of those receiving guys for LSU, they look really good. Whoever's going to pick up Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, those two guys right there, they're going to be a complete hit, I feel like, for those teams. So Packers get the football right now as we get right back over to action here. 1st and 10, 14:55 left to go in the second quarter. In Green Bay with the football, they have it in the ace formation. Aaron Jones, the running back. Handoff, left side over to Jones. Jones takes it past the 30-yard line, and he gets about a gain of 6, wrapped up about the 31. As there'll be a 2nd down and 4 coming up now for the Packers. Rodgers perfect 5 for 5, 26 passing yards so far, but nothing really deep that he's aired out on the field at least. Nothing just yet. He had a pretty good strike, like about a 12-yard pass to Alan Lazard earlier on. What a story by Lazard. Practice squad receiver, came up as one of the reserves on the team, only played a couple snaps the year before, and he got his first touchdown catch against the Lions back on Monday Night Football. Shotgun formation as we're into the second quarter now, and motion is one of his running backs, screens it over, left side of Aaron Jones, gets completely chopped up in the backfield for a loss of 2. 49ers coming in on the tackle. It's Emmanuel Mosley who picks up the tackle. Now it's going to bring up about a 3rd down. And about 7 for Green Bay. Vegas Fix has seen the mock draft for Bleacher Reports. They had the Patriots picking Jordan Love at number 20. Ooh. Is that... He's from... Utah State. It's like... What? Rodgers takes a snap in the pocket. Steps up. Ooh! He's stripped of the football. 49ers, did they recover? This ball goes all the way back now to about the 15-yard line. Refs will say that the Packers land on it with their offensive linemen, but that football goes all the way back and back and back, and it's going to be a 4th down. Yeah, I'm not really too fond of that one with Jordan Love. Utah State. They didn't really play any like legit opponents. Yeah, I did see that Bleacher Report article, the one that you had sourced. That's the one I think I was looking at like Wednesday or Thursday this week during my lunch break. And I was like, what is this? Jordan Love. I think he has like, bring up his numbers. I think he had something in like the high teens for interceptions. This ball gets punted away short. Ooh. Short punt here. It's a terrible punt. Oh my goodness. It's going to be like a 25-yard punt. J.K. Scott completely shanks it. And the 49ers coming out with incredible field position at the Green Bay side of the field coming up. As Aaron Rodgers gets stripped of the football. On the play before, it was Kawan Williams who strips him of the football. And then right after that, J.K. Scott just completely shanks the punt. 23-yard punt by J.K. Scott. So a total will be 23 yards. The 49ers will get the football at the Green Bay 37. Oof. Man, that's not what you want to do for Green Bay. If they're trying to make this as the least competitive football game as possible to start out right now. They're just asking for the 49ers to score touchdowns by putting them at this side of the field at the moment. So, yeah, 23-yard punt, that is it. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to punt it for 60, man. The ball went on the bounce to the far right sideline. And they'll take over. The 49ers will have it at the Green Bay 37, prime position. So let's see what we got. Jordan Love. Yeah, okay, so that's his number. 20 touchdown passes, 17 picks. And his completion percentage was lower this year than what it was the year before. That doesn't make sense. He doesn't even have a picture of himself on the ESPN stat stuff, how they usually have a picture of, like, all the college players. It just has the Utah State logo on it. It doesn't even have his, like, profile picture for him. Yeah, I'm not loving that one. Like, where in the world did they get, like, that name, Jordan Love, to be picked up in number 23? I mean, I think I was reading that article. They said that the Bleacher Report article sourced that, like, they would have hope for Bill Belichick to, like, be able to build him up. But, I mean, that takes a lot of time to build up a quarterback like that when these are the teams that they played. Let's see here. Utah State. They took on teams like Kent State. They lost to Kent State in their ball game, 51-41. New Mexico, Boise State, Wyoming, all the Mountain West programs here. Fresno State, BYU, Air Force, Nevada. They got crushed 42-6 against LSU. One against Colorado State, San Diego State, Stony Brook they played, which is FCS for college football, and they lost in their season opener against Wake Forest. But yeah, I'm not trusting that. He went 15 for 30, 50%, 3 interceptions against LSU. I mean, he took on teams from the Mountain West. Mountain West defense compared to SEC, and that shows you 3 picks against LSU. I mean, that's going to be tough to translate to the next level. Rack to action, 37-yard line, HB toss. Down the right side, as that's Mostert. He keeps on running past the 30, past the 25, taken down around the 23, picks up the first down on a 13-yard carry. They're just tallying up yards here. Raheem Mostert already has a 36-yard touchdown rush, and he's over 50 now in the game. Mostert, 4 carries, 60 yards. Yeah, I would say so too. Patriots would definitely be a good one to pick up Thaddeus. That'd be so cool. If Tom Brady's there, just playing football with Randy Moss's son, that'd be awesome. 1st and 10. Garoppolo. Handoff, delayed handoff as they take it to Mostert. Mostert picks up 9, takes it to the 15-yard line. It's going to be a 2nd and 1. Who am I cheering for in this game? If I had to pick for this game, I would go with the 49ers in this one. I feel like the 49ers are just by far the most dominant team. And honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if this was a blowout. I feel like the NFC title games lately have been blowouts. Not last year, but the year before. Yeah, the year before was Philly against Minnesota. That was a complete blowout. Philly just crushed Minnesota in that game at Minneapolis. 2nd and 1. 49ers take the snap, handoff up the middle. That goes to Mostert. Mostert can't get there. It doesn't appear so. As they'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Stop right back in the line of scrimmage. I've seen some of the draft reports too for the Patriots that they say picking up a tight end like I think it's Cole Kmet from Notre Dame. That's what Pat's pulpit had sourced. A potential prospect for the Patriots would be Cole Kmet from Notre Dame. That's a quarterback sneak up the middle, and Jimmy G gets it for the 1st down. Takes it through the pile, picks up the 1st down. They have it at the 14-yard line of Packer territory. Yep, Vegas Vix has a great point about yesterday. Louisville against Duke game. That was fantastic, man. That was an incredible game. But in the end, yeah, so disappointing. I agree there. So disappointing. I was waiting till Cassius Stanley hit that 3-point shot to tie it up at 73, but no. He completely airballed it. Back-to-back possessions for Cassius Stanley. He scored, I think, 24 points yesterday for Stanley. By far the largest score for Duke, but he just couldn't close out the game. Here's a rush up the middle. Coleman takes it past the 10 to the 8-yard line. Ooh. Tevin Coleman might have got the wind knocked out of him. He is lying down in his back area right now, down on the ground. We're going to have to monitor this in just a moment. Ouch. Oh, yeah. Tevin Coleman is still on the ground. Coleman is on the ground, laying on his back, knees up. That's not good, as we're going to cut to commercial break here on Final Yard Football on YouTube. But yeah, that was such a great game. Louisville against Duke, just such a disappointing end. I was waiting for it to be tied up at 73. 73-70, a minute remaining. Cassius Stanley takes it a wide open 3. Complete air ball. And then next, Louisville gets the rebounds. Duke has the foul. Louisville hits both of their shots at the free throw line. Still, Duke can get back with a 3. Instead, next possession, they go down the court, they dribble inside, and guess who has it again? Cassius Stanley loses control of the basketball, gets stolen away. And then Louisville just ices it once again at the free throw line. It's too bad. Such a disappointment. That game had so much potential to be like a tie game and go into overtime. And it just didn't. I wish so. I wish that game could have went into overtime. That's how we got like a big crowd during Kentucky against Louisville. That was a huge crowd because we went into overtime. Oregon against Arizona. Those numbers grew because of OT. The numbers always seem to grow because of overtime, and that one has so much potential to go there, and unfortunately it didn't. Hopefully, we're going to get some overtime in the tournament. I really do hope. Hey, there's Alex. He is back. Thanks so much, my man, for joining on back here. So, yeah, 10-0 the score. Tevin Coleman injured on the field right now. So that's why we have a timeout on the field, and since we're on commercial break. It's not like a major loss either though, with Tevin Coleman. They do it so many ways with their running backs. It's just absolutely insane. They're just the three-headed monster in general. Mostert, Coleman, Breida. It's just been an incredible season by those three rushing the football. Alright, so 2nd and 5 coming up. Tevin Coleman still being attended to. A lot of pain by Tevin Coleman. Ooh, he is on the sideline. It does not look good. I think, oh man, that's his right arm. Yeah, he just broke his arm. Oh my gosh. That looks like he broken his arm for Tevin Coleman. It's just completely hanging. That arm is hanging down. That doesn't look good at all. Man. Oof. That's terrible to see. You never want to see injuries like that. Vegas Vic's going to hire me as my his defensive coordinator for the Jaguars. There we go. We can relocate that team. We can make the team name called the London Silly Nannies. We can do that. That'd be a nice team name, London Silly Nannies. Man, they're going to have to get a card out. That's terrible. That is terrible. Oof, yeah, he is in a ton of pain. Still down. This whole game is stopped with 9:32 left to go in the second quarter. On the 2nd and 5. And Tevin Coleman just looks like he has broken his arm on the last play. Alex putting out next live stream will be the NHL All-Stars Skills Competition on Friday, All-Star Game on Saturday, AHL Futures Games festivities on Monday and Sunday and Monday. Awesome. That's cool, dude. So he schedules 3 videos, and that's awesome. Yeah, if I'm around, I'll definitely meet you up. And the Bears beat the Americans 3-0. Yeah, I think I'm going to be there probably like mid-April. I think probably. I'll have to see though, because I'm going with my whole family, because we're going to be probably, that's going to be a handoff over to Moster. Left side, they take it to the 5, diving his way across the pylon. That's going to be a touchdown by the 49ers. They cash it in for 6 once again, 16-zip. Raheem Mostert gets a second touchdown run of the game as we got 9:12 left remaining in the second quarter. Hey, welcome in, Chase Miller. Thanks so much, my man, for dropping by on the channel once again. He was part of the basketball channel from last night. I appreciate him, man. He put the sub on for my football channel. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, Alex, I'm gonna have to see and stuff, because I know I'm going with my family away, and we schedule, like, a bunch of stuff to do during that time. I think we're gonna be staying more towards, like, here comes on the extra point. The snap, the hold, this kick is up. This one is through. Has a 17-0. I think we're staying towards, like, I think it's towards, like, Mannheim or something like that in Pennsylvania. It's out in the middle of nowhere that we're going. It's, like, right off of the PA Turnpike. Wow, that's shocking. That's only like a 45-minute drive from Baltimore to Pennsylvania. Like, wow, that's only it. That's crazy. And you're pretty close away to, like, Virginia as well, and West Virginia's not too far away either. Wow. You got, like, all the states in your region. That's awesome. Yeah, no problem, Alex. You didn't come to my stream last night. Dead tired. Went to bed at 9:20. No problem. I don't blame you, man. That was quite the day yesterday. That was a Lakers game. Lakers against Rockets. Typical Houston Rockets choke last night. Okay, so Alex takes the back roads there. Yeah, that's awesome. You guys have no school tomorrow for Vegas Vic's Martin Luther King Day. So no school for you guys tomorrow. For me, I have to work tomorrow for work. So I go Monday to Friday. I only have like a couple holidays off every single year. Because I work, my full-time job is in radio, so we barely get any holidays off. I get Christmas off, Thanksgiving, I got President's Day off. Since I'm a full-time employee, got the 4th of July, got Memorial Day, and got Labor Day, and that's basically it there for my holidays. And Columbus Day too. I got Columbus Day off, but MLK Day is one of the rare days that I actually don't get off. Tennessee, yep, Tennessee tried. They were leading by 10 early on, 17-7. And just, Kansas City just too strong once again. Just too much offense from there on out. Oh, wow, you don't have a February vacation at your school. I remember that, like about a decade ago. There were, like, a bunch of schools in, like, Rhode Island and Mass that removed February vacation. It was basically because, like, school kept on getting canceled during, like, January because of all the snowstorms, so they just stopped doing the February vacation stuff. 9:12 left to go, and 49ers just killing it right now. 17-0 to score. Packers will get the football right back as this ball will be kicked off now by the 49ers. Packers back to receive, goes to the back of the end zone, and this one goes out of play. They'll start out their own 25. Hey, welcome in, Johnny C. What is good? Thanks so much for stopping by once on the channel again, my man. I appreciate it. Nola Pie, welcome in here. Back on the channel. Thanks so much for stopping by once again. Raheem Mostert, 2 rushing touchdowns already, and man, what was a terrible injury a couple moments ago to Tevin Coleman. Looked like a broken arm most likely for Tevin Coleman, but Raheem Mostert, he has just been so tough in this game, finding a whole lot of running room. He's already got 2 touchdown rushes on the game. Rodgers takes the snap in the pocket, passes. This one across the middle, gets it for the first down catch, past the 45, dragged down at the 48-yard line, and the reception is Jake Kumaro. I work 8:30 to 5, Monday to Friday. So that's when I work, 8:30 to 5, Monday to Friday. I have, like, a bunch of vacation days, though, so I'm gonna take 2 of those days off for the March Madness tournament to cover the games for you guys. They hand this one off up the middle. Aaron Jones takes it for the first down, past midfield, and dragged down just shy of the 40 at the 41 as he heads into 49ers territory. Johnny C thinks that San Francisco will beat Kansas City, but that should be an awesome matchup. Yeah, I've got San Francisco winning the Super Bowl as well. This is just a rough matchup. Like, not really any energy going on by Green Bay so far in this game right now. So we got 8 minutes left to go before halftime. Green Bay with the football, though. They're inside San Francisco territory for the first time today. They have it at the 41. Ace formation, Rodgers on their center. Jones gets the snap on the HB toss. Misdirection up the middle. Breaks a tackle here. Past the 35. Takes it to the 34. Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. Yep, Alex was about to say he's on the basketball channel, but we're on the football channel. Yeah, it gets quite confusing sometimes. Honestly, I'm shocked that I haven't, like, misscheduled a video here. Like, accidentally posted one, like a football video for you guys in the basketball channel for, like, forgetting to signing out of for like an account and stuff like that. But I've never done that before. I'm shocked they haven't done that yet. 2nd and 2 coming up. They have it at the 33-yard line. Rodgers takes a snap handoff to Jones. Stiff arm. Close to the first down. He gets it. Across to the 30. Needed to get to the 31. Got to the 30. Picks it up. Oh, wow. That's awesome, Alex. So you're actually thinking about making an official YouTube channel. That's cool, man. Definitely. I'm glad for you, brother. Definitely go for that. If you would like. Yeah, first time in the Super Bowl for Kansas City in 50 years. That's really good for them. I feel like it's good for the NFL too to see some, like, different types of teams in there from, like, time to time too. So we got a 2nd down. That's about a gain of 5 for Aaron Jones. That's hopefully what we're gonna definitely see it in the NBA this year. Because, like, who wants to see Golden State again going up for, like, another title? And now they just totally collapse. They go from best team in the Western Conference all the way to dead last. Aaron Jones, 21 total touchdowns this year. That is number 2 in team history. As Rodgers takes a snap. That ball bobbled as he took the snap, and it was fumbled, and the 49ers say they get it. Let's see who pounced on the football. There's a pile on the ground. Aaron Rodgers to Aaron Jones. They muffed the exchange there. Oh, that was the center who muffed it over to Rodgers, actually, before Jones even got to the football. It was just a bad snap. Just a bad snap just off the center's, knee. Who's that? Corey Linsley, the center. This terrible snap to Rodgers, and 49ers have recovered the football, the refs say. Wow. This is a killer. It doesn't look like Green Bay showed up today. So this is the NFC title game. This is what we got, 17-0, a shutout like this, and this could be a very long night for those Packer fans out there that made all the way to travel out to California in the Bay Area for this one. Yep, that is a big oof right there. Man, fundamentals 101. And you just can't get the snap exchange, and that is just bad. Man. So a turnover. Oof. San Francisco will have it. They start out their own 25-yard line. They missed the snap of the exchange. Alex has got family in Kansas City. Awesome. Awesome. Would I be mad if Tom Brady left New England? Yeah, I would be really sad. I feel like he's got another year in the tank. It's not the problem for Tom this season. It's just getting him his weapons on the team. That's the only thing. Getting him some really, really good weapons to work with. And the problem was replacing Gronkowski, where that was just a huge problem this year. The tight end catching is just, it was at the very bottom. I think they were second to last in the NFL in tight end productivity this year. If they can get a big blocking tight end, a veteran tight end on the market, maybe somebody like Eric Ebron would help out, but maybe even a tight end in the draft that could help out, very early on, first rounder, second rounder, that could go a long way there for the Patriots, because the offensive line will be back next year. I'm not too worried about the offensive line. They're going to get back David Andrews, and they'll get back as well James Devlin, so that will be big next season. They just need a good pass catching core, and if they can get that, they can change up this entire team, and especially getting the blockers in there. Blocking helps a long way, and maybe even putting in Damian Harris in as running back and getting him some snaps next season. I would like to see that, because Sony Michel, he's just, some of the games are Sony Michel. He just doesn't have breakaway speed. That's the only thing. I've never been a big Sony Michel guy. I feel like if you can get a good running back in there for the Patriots, this team could be hot and could be cooking. You could take the pressure off of Tom and just have him be a game manager like he was during early 2000s. 49ers play action. Jimmy G across the middle of Deebo Samuel. We have a flag coming out, late flag here. Vegas Vic's pointing out Aaron Rodgers come to the Patriots. Gaming with Hayden, welcome on the channel right now. Oh, he's not happy right now. He's a Packer fan. I feel you, brother. Man, that Sunday night football game they took on each other back in November, that game was rough. That game was rough, and they have just shown up completely flat right now. That's going to be a holding penalty by the Packers, so automatic first down now by the 49ers. They have it at their own 31-yard line. I formation. Take the snap. Garoppolo tosses it over right side. Past the 30. 35. Mostert. Tons of yardage. 40. Past midfield. Breaking tackles. 40 to the 35. Dragged down from behind the 33-yard line. Oh, goodness. This defense just keeping on getting beat here by a running back by the name of Raheem Mostert. Bet nobody had him on their fantasy roster to start out the season. Wow. Yeah, Johnny C would be bummed as well. But, yeah, same here, man. I would be happy for Tom. I just can't picture him playing with, another team. I can't Can't imagine him signing a contract to play for the Chargers or the Colts. That's an HB toss. Left side over to Mostert. Mostert gets it to about the numbers. Takes it for about a gain of 6 to the 29. So already at the Packers 29. About a second down and short coming up now. Yeah, there's a lot of talk about Gronk coming back, but I feel like that's basically it for Gronk now. We got 4:20 left to go before halftime. San Francisco takes this now. Mostert up the middle here, and the carry by Mostert takes it. Back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the rush, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 3. This man Mostert's just torching this Packers defense. Green Bay firing on all cylinders. That's funny. Total yikes right now for the Packers. Man, they're just getting crushed here. And it's not even, Garoppolo is not even passing on them that much. It's just the rushing game. What they've gone to, just traditional old school football. Pounding the rock here, and Mostert just having hole after hole after hole to run through. Kyle Shanahan will take a timeout. 3:34 left to go now in the second quarter. 3rd and 2 coming up at the 29-yard line of Green Bay for the San Francisco 49ers. Everything going San Fran's way at this point in this game. Pitching in the 17-0 shutout. And once again, just old school football. Jimmy G, 4 attempted passes, 3 completions, 42 passing yards, and we're almost at halftime in this one. Because the rushing game, you have 17 carries for 143 yards, just gashing it up here, averaging just above 8 yards per carry. Raheem Mostert, just a ridiculous 10 rushes, 120 rushing yards, 2 rushing touchdowns already, and he is looking for his 3rd. He is hungry for some more. Mostert in the backfield to the left here. Garoppolo hands it off to Mostert up the middle. Gets the first down into the red zone. Past the 20. Dragged down at the 17-yard line. And nobody can stop Raheem Mostert. Not on that HB draw up the middle. This offensive line, credit to them. They're just creating hole after hole after hole. That is gigantic. Man, George Kittle's a beast. Just lead block right there. Boom. Takes out his blocker right up in front just to set the hole right up for Mostert. Oh man, Chase puts annoying sisters are the worst. Oh goodness. Hopefully you'll be able to get that jacket back, brother. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. 49ers take it for a short gain. That's Matt Breida. They do it with a 3-headed monster of a running back core. Raheem Mostert, Matt Breida, and Tevin Coleman. They're just so deep running back wise. 2nd and 8 now as we approach 2:30 left to go in the second quarter. Wow, Johnny C has 8 sisters. Man, he grew up in a large family. Wow. 2:20 left to go before halftime. 11 straight rushes by San Francisco. And guess what? Green Bay just can't stop it. Deebo Samuel in motion towards the left. Garoppolo. Pass. That one across the middle in a slant. Oh, it's incomplete. That ball dropped into the hands of Deebo Samuel. We'll bring up now 3rd and 8. That's like the first stop we've actually seen the Packers get. Kevin King was the one who knocked it out. Gaming with Hayden putting here, I should react to Gucci Dog running. It's the funniest video ever. I'll take a look at that man when I have a chance. Huh. That's just an interesting title to it. Has a pretty cool spin of a title. 3rd and 8. Garoppolo from the gun at the 15 of Green Bay territory. Passes left side here. That ball caught. Trying to turn back to the field, but just caught up in about 2 yards shy of the first down marker. Kendrick Bourne catches it. It'll bring up about a 4th and 2 or 4th and 3 as we reach the 2-minute warning. Anyway, 49ers, if they settle for the field goal, it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll still have 20 points on the board. They'll put a 20 spot with Robbie Gould once they get out the special teams unit. 2 minutes left to go before halftime. And we'll be back right after these commercial messages. 49ers just rolling. they're just doing their job, and this matchup just not in the favor of Green Bay at all today. Exactly like it was late November when these two teams took each other on. Status report on Jacket by Chase. He got it back because he took her iPod. Well, that's a way how to get something back. And Aaron Rodgers doing it all perfect, passing the football, perfect 7 for 7. If I had told you guys that Aaron Rodgers is perfect passing the football, you guys would probably be like, whoa, Green Bay's crushing San Francisco? Well, no. Aaron Rodgers, 7 for 7, 47 passing yards, taking 2 sacks. And even though Jimmy Garoppolo has only completed 4 passes, they just have completely just rushed the football up here against Green Bay, and Green Bay's defense just has 0 answers for the rushing attack of San Francisco. And Raheem Mostert just having a monster type of game already. Richie James Jr. had a really good punt return for a touchdown as well. So that was something else as well. The great one that set up on a very good field position that they had. The traded jacket for the iPod. Classic YouTube will get me. Yeah, somebody reported the video last week for spam before the video even started. I was like, what in the world? Like, I hadn't even started streaming yet. I just like scheduled a video. I've done like 40 other videos before that, and then the video just got taken down for spam. And then I got it back. I appealed everything, and then YouTube was like, yeah, this is fine. Nothing was wrong about this. It gets suspicious, like the people that have like 3,000 people watching it because they're showing the actual game of the stream. That's why. So Hayden is a Taurus, Vegas is a Sagittarius, and I'm a Libra. I was born in October. So we got 2 minutes left to go before halftime. 4th and 2. They send out Robbie Gould now to attempt the field goal to put this team up by 20. Robbie Gould drilling in 54-yard field goal earlier on. Perfect 1-for-1 in the game of the 49ers. This time a chip shot. Basically half that distance from 27 to snap to hold this kick. Perfect. It is good straight down the middle. 20 zip the score with 1:57 left to go before half. And if you're Aaron Rodgers, number one, Nick Bosa is a fierce. Already sacked you in this game, so the pass protection needs to be there. Number two, Aaron Rodgers was stripped of the football earlier on today. He was lucky he got that one back, but the center to quarterback exchange, that was a huge problem. Can't believe one of the easiest fundamentals in order to get the football off before it gets into your hand, you got to exchange it first from center to quarterback, and they couldn't even get that correct. And it resulted in a fumble. So here we have it, 1:57 left to go before half. Can Tom Brady run for 20-plus yards? If he has like a whole like green field ahead of him, he sure can. Like that game against Kansas City back in December. Packers bobble the football out of their own end zone. Watch out. They get taken all the way back of the 7. Terrible, terrible decision. Irvin on the kick return muffs the football, just goes off the top of his fingers at his helmet area, has to go back at the 2-yard line to pick it up, and gets tackled around his own 7. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Akella Witherspoon on special teams picks up the tackle. Man, Green Bay was not prepared at all today. 1st and 10, all the way back at their own 7-yard line. Rogers from the gun. 1 to the left, 2 to the right. As far as receivers, got Jones lined up to the left side of Rogers. Rogers takes the snap, drops back. Passes across the middle. He's got him first down to Allen Lazard. Picks it up 20 to the 25. Oh, he gets lifted up in the air at the 26. Gets the first down, though, on the catch at 21 yards. Lazard just got completely just taken up in the air and flopped right back down. That was too funny. I think that was Jimmy Ward for the 49ers that chopped him up right there. 1st and 10, 1:25 left to go, and somebody moved in the offensive line. It's going to be number 76, the right tackle. Or 75, the right tackle. Yeah, Brian Bulaga was the one who moved off sides. Or false started. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. False start by the Packers. Five-yard penalty. We got a minute 25 left to go. Ten-second runoff too, since we're under 2 minutes. So they put it from 125 to 115. That's not helpful. They take the snap. Rogers in the pocket. Releases. Way off the mark. Incomplete. To the left. Underneath. He went to Jamal Williams. And could not hit him in the chest. Stops the clock and an incompletion. Brings up 2nd and 15. Ugly, ugly pass. As open as you can get. Just right in the flat. You got to make that pass. This is the first incompletion of Aaron Rodgers tonight. He's 8 for 9 for 66 passing yards. 3 wide to the left. They had their chance. They were in the red zone. Could have scored. Could have put this game a whole lot closer. Rodgers takes the snap. Oh! Throws it back. Shoulder intercepted. 49ers get it. Takes it to the 30-yard line. The pick is going to go to Emmanuel Mosley, the corner. And a pass that Aaron Rodgers throws to his wide receiver. Not even turn around. And Emmanuel Mosley jumps the route with a minute remaining and picks it off. This is so disappointing for Green Bay fans. Wow. Oh my goodness. This is just like Vikings-Eagles 2 years ago all over again. Man, Green Bay just did not show up today at all. Like, I wonder what they were doing last night to prepare for this game. Because it doesn't seem like they prepared at all. Just awful mistakes. Yikes. Oh, man. Yeah, Thomas had some really bad interceptions this season, but that Aaron Rodgers pass, that looked like a bad one. That looked like that interception he threw against the Redskins in Week 5. Yeah, I would agree with you, Bradley. It does not look hopeful right now for the Packers to get anywhere back into this game, especially against this type of defense. If you're going to have to pass against this type of defense, what they've done this year, this is going to be rough. Thoughts on Zion making an NBA start on Wednesday? That's going to be number one, fantastic for the league. I'm looking forward to Zion starting up. I'm hyped up for Zion. The only thing is, I feel like the New Orleans Pelicans fans, they think that Zion's going to come in first game and play like 30-something minutes. I don't think that's going to be the case. I bet you he's probably going to get like 7 or 8 minutes. I bet you that Alvin Gentry's going to have him play. So I bet you like 7 to 8 minutes he'll play first game. Maybe the next game he'll play like 8 to 10 minutes. Maybe the next one he'll play 10 to 12. But I feel like it's something that the Pelicans are going to do, just build up Zion's playing time throughout the season. And just not crank him out with a full like a long period of time, like a 28 to 30 minute game. I don't see that starting in the first game against San Antonio for him to play like 25 to like 30 minutes or so. I see him playing like probably 8 to 10, somewhere along that range. 1st and 10 minute remaining, but that is just great for the NBA, and hopefully he can live up to his hype and just put this Pelicans team like right back on the map and make this playoff case interesting. 1st and 10 now. 2 minutes left to go before a minute and 1 left to go in the second quarter. That's what we're looking at. There's a handoff up the middle. Mostert, just a human bus, just running over defenders, takes it for a gain of 11 in the first down at the 19. Raheem Mostert, delayed handoff, just completely shoots the middle. And this Packers team, just zero answers. Zero answers trying to tackle. Man, looking at the last replay, Rodgers throwing that football, that was way behind Geronimo Allison. Oh man, you were there, Chase, during that game, man. That's a terrible feeling, dude. I feel for you, brother. Terrible feeling to watch that game from the stands. Never mind like TV, the case that you were there, and that game was a home game for Louisville. Oh man, I feel for you, brother. 1st and 10, 54 seconds left to go. Shotgun formation now. The 49ers have it. Garoppolo takes a snap. Handoff up the middle to Mostert. Mostert taking it for about a gain of 1 to the 18. Looked like Mostert should have been stopped at the 20. Picks up about a gain of 1 yard. He's just a big snowplow. Out on the field just destroying people. Like, Raheem Mostert runs with an attitude, and he is showing it right now. Second and 9, 50 seconds left to go. If you're Green Bay, you need to force a turnover. That's what they did. First couple of games of the year. We were talking about the defense. How good the defense was during September. Then defensively, they just haven't lived up to that expectation. The next 3 months now into this one, haven't been able to force turnovers like they were. Second and 9, 50 seconds remaining. This 49ers team they are just running with just severe energy. Complete snowplow on the field right now. Handoff, Mostert. Look at Mostert, up the middle. He gets touched with a one hand, but not even close to being brought down, and cashes it in. He's got the hat trick. 26-0 with 45 seconds in the second quarter remaining. If you're a Green Bay fan at this game, man, that is rough. If there are any Green Bay fans actually at this game, that is rough for you guys right now. I feel for you guys. This is terrible. Terrible for Green Bay. They just did not show up today at all. Mostert just completely torching Green Bay. Here's the snap to hold. This one is good by Robbie Gould. 27-0. 45 seconds left to go before halftime, and this is just complete obliteration at the moment here. Destruction. Now Raheem Mostert gets 3 touchdown rushes. Oh man, sorry to hear that, Chase. And to make it worse, he was at the comeback game. He was surrounded by Duke fans. Oof. Yikes, man. That's terrible. Yeah, usually it's a lot of home crowd people for basketball games, but they travel so far for Duke basketball. It's totally something different with their team. Their fans travel so far. It's like Duke basketball to them, like in the state of North Carolina towards like Durham. It's basically like a religion to them, whereas it's like up here with Patriots football. We got 45 seconds left to go before halftime. Hey, welcome in MTG 3D Super Productions. Welcome in, my man. Thanks so much for stopping by again. Now that the Patriots lost, he has to root for the Chiefs for the rest of the playoffs for this one. I hope the Chiefs can make it like a really good Super Bowl against the 49ers, it looks like, unless there's somewhat of a comeback, but there's just zero magic by the Packers. Like, I could tell from the first snap, they look just really, really flat. Mistakes, mistakes, mistakes. Terrible mistakes here. Packers just forfeit. They should honestly have something like that for college football. Like after 3 quarters, if it's like an FBS powerhouse school going up against like an FCS team, if the score is like anywhere like near like a 50 point margin, they should just cut the game and end it after the 3rd quarter if that's a 50-point margin after 3 quarters. First pass, Rodgers passes it backwards, loss of 2 into the hands of Jamal Williams. He's taken down. It's going to be 2nd and 12. 25 seconds left to go before halftime. Packers with the football at their own 23. Rodgers takes the snap. Back to pass here. Stepping up. Rolls out to his right. And just screens that one down on the ground out of the tackle box. Or was he? They're going to throw this flag coming in really late. Really, really late this flag came down. It's going to be grounding by Green Bay. It wasn't even close to the line of scrimmage. Let's see the flag. Oh, it's going to be an eligible receiver. Okay, so they're going to say an eligible receiver for the Packers. 19 seconds left to go. Wow, this should be the final score. This should not be the halftime score. This should be the halftime score for a college football game, not for an NFL game. 3rd and 12, 19 seconds remaining. Green Bay has been outscored 47-7 in the last 4 quarters. Here's a rush up the middle, barely anything. And the 49ers going to take a timeout with 14 seconds left remaining. They're going to go and get the football again. 4th and 9. They elect to take a timeout with 14 seconds left to go before halftime. This is too funny. Oh my gosh. They want a chance for 30, especially J.K. Scott punting the football for like... They punted it for a 23-yard punt earlier, so we got 14 seconds left to go before halftime. Packers had the football, 3 and out here, and they just ran it up the middle. 49ers take their final timeout with 14 seconds left. Packers, with their punter, J.K. Scott, standing all the way back at his own 12-yard line. Yup, 27 points on the board. Raheem Mostert got his 3rd rushing touchdown. J.K. Scott all the way back at his own 12-yard line, standing to punt this ball away for Green Bay. He had a terrible 23-yard punt earlier. Scott boots this one away. That was almost blocked by San Francisco. This ball goes all the way back. They bring out the all-out punt block. It will bounce inside the 20, inside the 15. It rolls to about the 13-yard line. That's where Green Bay will down it. No time on the clock, and we go to halftime. Total devastation in this game. But what a clinic that the San Francisco 49ers have put on. 27-0 here at half. They're just completely running right all over. They are demolishing Green Bay's defense. Raheem Mostert just torching the defense, just ramming them straight down like a snowplow through the lane. Trying to tackle like a snowplow or a bulldozer. Jimmy Garoppolo, only 6 attempted passes. He's completed 4 of those passes for 48 passing yards. Talk about a game that Jimmy G doesn't have to pass the football because the rushing game has just been on key right there. 22 carries, 185 rushing yards, 3 rushing touchdowns by Raheem Mostert. He's got 14 carries for $160 on the grounds. He's averaging just over 11 yards per carry. This is ridiculous. Man. And Green Bay's just had awful mistakes. Packers today have 2 total turnovers. One of them was one that they clearly shouldn't have. It was a center to quarterback exchange from the center to Aaron Rodgers. They were inside like the 49ers 30-yard line. They fumbled the football on a easy snap they should have had. And then the other one was Aaron Rodgers, just terrible pass back, threw it behind his intended receiver, and it got picked off by the 49ers, and it was like, the 49ers got it like inside the Packer territory around the 40. They had the football. So right now we're just in the commercial break. We'll get right back over here or actually a halftime break here. We're going to get right back over to the chat. Chase pointing out, so he could be watching the game, but my stream is so good also. He likes that I respond to my fans' questions. I appreciate it, man. Kind of wish there were more than 6 people to see my great stream. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, we only started up this channel back in August. The basketball one's grown so much. I feel like the reason why this stream is kind of like low on numbers is probably because there's like a million other people streaming this game. That's probably why. People are showing this game actually on YouTube right now, because I checked to see where in the world my video was on YouTube, and the only way you can get it, guys, is basically if you're notified to my channel. Like, nobody can find my video. It's just completely buried in here. We got multiple videos. If you guys probably search for my video, I'm probably like the 1000th or so video down on the thing, because there's just so many of those like NFL links that are on there. That's why. Man, I'm going to check it myself here. Let's see. Packers versus 49ers live. And just see what they have, because my video is pretty far down. But I wanted the newest people here to be streaming on YouTube. Yeah, I'm taking a look at all this stuff of what is going on with all the live videos. Yeah, the NFL, man, NFL is just burying people's videos. They got a scoreboard. They don't even have like anybody calling play-by-play for the NFL, and of course NFL is not going to show the game. NFL on their YouTube channel right now, they got a scoreboard going on. It says Packers versus 49ers live scoreboard. Join the conversation. Watch the game on Fox. Well, watch the game on Fox, I mean, they're on the NFL channel on YouTube, and it's just not really much. It's just a scoreboard, that's all, and it has like tons of people in it because it's the NFL. Yeah, indeed, Johnny C. Niners defense is indeed serious. I would take the Niners defense over Kansas City. This defense is completely stacked. They made a great choice to go out and get Nick Bosa, and look at what the rewards have been with Nick Bosa this year. It's been awesome. What a great turn-up by him. He's going to have just a big-time career for San Francisco. He already got a sack on Aaron Rodgers. Like, share, and subscribe. Indeed. Yeah, what was it? The Patriots-Dolphins game was the one. Patriots-Bills the week before. I did both of the Patriots games, and since there was, like, a lot of other games, that's the reason why my game was able to, like, get, like, a lot of people on the stream for those 2 weeks. It was able to open up to, like, a bunch of new people, was because there were other games going on. Whereas, like, this is the same thing. I struggled in the NBA Finals. I didn't get like any new subscribers when I did the NBA Finals on the basketball channel, because there's so many people that just stream the whole game or so. There's people that show the game for these type of big events like tonight. Yeah, indeed. I have to encourage people to share my site. That's definitely one of the things. I only started this back in August for this channel. I'm shocked that this channel has grown actually this much. The bigger channel is actually my basketball one. My basketball channel is like 860 something subs. This one only has like 220, I believe. But once I hit the community tab, it could be like next month or so when I hit 1,000. We keep on growing a bunch in the basketball channel. Because we got a video yesterday. It was over 1K views we got for Duke versus Louisville. But once we hit that 1K, I'll be able to post on that basketball channel and definitely spread the word out to people that I have a football channel here. I've been doing that a bunch over on the basketball channel, but some of the people go in and out. Maybe they have missed it or so in the video. So when I do hit that 1,000 subscribe community tab post, I'll definitely post and spread the word, basically like monthly or so, about the channel, especially when football season starts up again. Once we have the basketball channel in August rolling around with the off-season stuff, definitely get people in there and drop in the link to this football one. Yeah, I had like 50 viewers for Louisville against Duke. Yeah, that is nothing though compared to what I had for Louisville against Kentucky back at the end of December. I had like over 400 people in that game. Um, what was it? It was Dolphins against Patriots. I had like 500 people for the final snap of Dolphins versus Patriots. The reason why was because I was the only one covering the game play by play, I believe. I think it was just me and maybe Bobby from Butcher's Block and Patriots Talk. That was it. And then everybody else was covering all their other games because that was week 17. So everybody else was covering their teams. And then that makes it split the entire audience because it will just narrow down all the searches. Whereas today it's just one big football game right now, so that's why. Hey, Vaughn is back. There we go. So Vaughn is back in the channel. Maybe like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, definitely. Definitely something. I can just put that up on a text document in here in like a corner. So put like, share, and subscribe on it too. That is something to definitely consider for sure. Noel71, welcome back on the channel. I appreciate it, man. Thanks so much for stopping by. Happy Sunday indeed. Do I think that this Super Bowl will be boring? I really don't hope. I hope it won't be boring. I think it's gonna be a good game. I really do wish that it's gonna be a good game there. It's going to be 49ers against Kansas City, unless there's something else that happens at the second half of this game, barring a miracle comeback. Yeah, Chase found my channel yesterday. He was watching the game on YouTube, but YouTube shut it down. Yeah, that's what happens with people that show the game. I'm shocked about the numbers earlier on Duke against Louisville yesterday. Because, like, we were barely getting anybody. The reason why is because people were showing the game. And, of course, they show them down and then they drop them right into the channels that's legitimate. Which you guys, Chase got bumped into my stream. Which is awesome. He was able to meet me through this stream. So this is pretty cool. Yeah, definitely. Johnny, see, there's a couple people that's done raids of my channel and stuff like that. Bobby of Butcher's Block did a raid on my channel just like the other week. He did, for the basketball channel. He like spread the message over there. My friend John, he has a hockey channel. He has over 1K. He's been on YouTube for about 2 years. I go in like basically every single one of his streams or so, and he spreads the message about my channel. We do joint streams too when we get to the March Madness tournament over on the basketball platform. We do March Madness tournament stuff soon as well. So I plug in for him. I plug in his channel, Off the Wall Hockey. When he has hockey games, of course, when I join him, he plugs in mine. I've got a good amount of people from his hockey channel over here. Vaughn and Alex, a part of his hockey channel, who are a part of my channel since like the summer or so. A couple of other people has been in here. I think NFL Nation sometimes stops by over here. He's a part of John's channel. Also, I stream live on Sportscaster. A couple of the people that were here earlier, I think Avery, Gavin, they're part of Sportscaster. I know Alex is a part of Sportscaster too. So, they can see my stuff from Sportscaster. I told them what my YouTube channel is on Sportscaster. Same as Landon. Landon stops by sometimes as well. There's so many people streaming this game though, like for the play-by-play stuff. I know I know Rumboys is doing this game right now. I think the Sports Reaction's probably doing it. The Sports Fury is the biggest one that is doing it. I think they have like over 80K subs. They've been on YouTube for like quite a long time though. But they do like all the big event football stuff. Do I like Fallouts? I have not actually done a Fallout there. So I actually never seen Fallout. And Alex is back. Awesome, man. So yeah, 27-0 is the score right now, Alex. Let's see here. Yesterday, Vaughn went to Oakland. So Vaughn in the Bay Area. Yeah, you were in San Francisco a couple weeks ago. Usually Saturday night, man. You always like get your pizza on Saturday night. Check out Brandon Perno and That's Good Sports. Awesome. Definitely gonna plug that in. Recently took on YouTube as an outright job. Plugs urinating tree and tree. Plugs them. Just makes a good example. It's a fantastic name. Let's see there. So Brandon Perna. Oh wow, he's got got a lot. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a look at that when I have a chance. That seems like his video topic's so cool. Alex puts out here, when he's in college in Mass, then you and me will do a live stream. So yeah, that's if you get into college in Mass. You'll probably stay local though, probably closer to where you are in Maryland. I should do a gaming channel. I don't really play games like that much. I have all like the retro video games. I never have like a chance to play video games nowadays because I have like a full-time job and then I get home and usually cover like a sports game for you guys at night. Yeah, you have 3 years to decide. Because you've got quite a while in college. You also have to like decide what your major will be in. Even if like a college in Massachusetts will have the program for you. And then you have to weigh out the cost and stuff. Like the cost for the room and board compared to like the cost to commute there. We start out the third quarter now. This ball gets kicked off. And it goes to the back of the end zone. Packers will start out with a football now. As this has just been a total disaster for Green Bay. Trailing 27-0. We'll see if they can find any key to unlock here in the San Francisco defense. When Alex graduates early, going to play hockey in Michigan or play college hockey in Maryland. Wow. That's awesome. So that's cool if you're able to get D1 offers like that. Navy or Maryland. Man, that's so cool if you're able to get like a D1 offer. So here we have it. Back to action. Play action. Rodgers passes this one, drifting back, floats it up. He gets it first down at the 40 over to Devontae Adams out of bounds at the 41-yard line. They pick up the first down, gain of 16 on the catch. First and 10 now. Packers have the football at the 41. They take the snap. Rodgers airs this one out left corner and down the sideline. It's incomplete, intended for Adams. Yeah, you're still in the process. You still have a lot of years to basically decide where you want to go to college. Second and 10, first 30 seconds through the third quarter right now. Packers have it at their own 41-yard line. Rodgers from the gun takes the snap, screens it over to Adams. Adams down the right sideline. Past the 45, hurdles over a man at midfield and out of bounds at the 45 of 49ers territory to get the first down. Oh, wow, you got a lot of big goals there, definitely, man. For Michigan, it will be the U18 USA Development Program, which you're planning to do. That's so cool, man. That'd be cool if I see you, Alex. Someday you playing like the USA Olympic hockey team. That'd be so cool, man. First and 10, first minute of the third quarter now. Rodgers takes a snap, ace formation, hands this one off. They're going to go trickery. Allen Lazard back to Rodgers with a trick play. Rodgers signaling his receiver across the middle. He goes to the running back. That goes to Aaron Jones. Takes it for about a gain of 8 on the catch. San Francisco plugged up everything from the back there. Aaron Rodgers was thinking about taking a home run shot down the field, and San Francisco totally took away from that. Had to go underneath for 8 yards to Aaron Jones. 2nd and 2, 13:25 left to go in the third. Rodgers, the ace formation, takes the snap, hands it off to Jones up the middle, gets it first down. Past the 35, takes it to the 34, 49ers territory. Oh yeah, I've heard of scouts on there before. Cool, so yeah, that's definitely a name. So that's a local dude, bigger into the Celtics, definitely. Wow, that's awesome. So great recommendation, man. Thanks so much for that. First and 10 now for Green Bay. They have the football in the ace formation at the 34-yard line. Rodgers takes the snap, back to pass. This one underneath. That one complete over to Jimmy Graham with a stiff arm, and he gets out of bounds around the 31. Pick up about 3. Yeah, there's a couple people, because I watch like the Celtics highlights quite a bit. One of the guys, I think his name is Tomas. He does like Celtics highlights for like the G League main Red Claws, like a bunch of stuff. Taco Fall, Carson Edwards, like all like the G League players. He does Tremont Waters, and then he does like the Celtics highlights too from their games. I know he's got like a pretty good following on his channel. Rodgers screens it out left side to the 30. Takes it to the 28. That's about a pickup of 4. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4. Now they got to get the first down. You got to keep this going. If you're the Packers at this stage, 3rd and 4 coming up. If you want a chance back in the game, this can't stop here. Do I ever do baseball videos? I don't have like a baseball channel for any of these things. I don't usually plan on doing baseball. I am on a site. It's called Sportscaster. I do like sometimes from like time to time, but everything's mostly primarily like football and basketball mostly. But I've done like baseball like 2 or 3 times when the World Series comes. I don't watch like a whole ton of baseball or so. It's just so time consuming, and it just takes like long and stuff like that. It's totally different from like when I was playing baseball growing up. It's too bad because I played baseball back in high school to 2013, and now just watching the game on TV, it just drags and drags and drags. 1st and 10, 10:30 left to go in the third. Shotgun formation. They take the snap. Rodgers back to pass. This play gets blown dead. Alex will be back. If he doesn't, then have a nice day. Any streams tomorrow? I'm thinking about it. I might be back on the basketball channel tomorrow. If I do so, it's going to be Baylor against Oklahoma. I think that's the game tomorrow for the basketball channel. 10:30 left to go in the third quarter. 5-yard penalty by the Packers going to push them back to a 1st and 15. That's costly. Trailing by 27. San Francisco, clean football, no penalties. Packers have picked up their 4th penalty. Rodgers from the gun, to right, to left, takes the snap. Back to pass, right side. This one complete at the far right sideline, complete at the 20 over to Geronimo Allison. Pick up of about 9 in the catch. Going to bring up a 3rd and 6. Alex will know him and say that's the dude who comes to his live streams. Yep. So yeah, Johnny C puts out, he thinks that Scouts on there worked for Nesson or ESPN. That's really good. Both really good programs. Yeah, no problem with the lack of info. That's a pass up the middle, and Mercedes Lewis takes it in the lane and picks up the first down as they need to get to the 12. They got to the 9, gets it on a 2nd and 8 for the first down catch. Yup, DPN Ray. Yeah, I know Ray. Ray is awesome. Yeah, he does a lot of his streams on Sportscaster quite a bit. Ray does just awesome content. He's up in Canada, I believe. Taco Fall for an All-Star. Yeah, I think he's still like top 10 in the All-Star voting right now, I believe. First and goal coming up, ball at the 9. Shotgun formation, Rogers takes the snap. Passes this one, screens it over. Pass the 10 to the 5, end zone, touchdown, Aaron Jones. Finally there on the board, 27-6. So is it possible for Green Bay to get back into this? I would say still no, but you never honestly know at this stage. That's a good start. That's a good start for Green Bay. Now they're just going to have to keep on doing that, finding the end zone for many more occurrences at a time. Hey, welcome in, Patrick. Thanks so much, my man, for stopping by here on the channel once again. No problem. No problem that you're late, brother. Yeah, this channel is up. Anytime that you guys would like to come by here, feel free to drop by whenever you guys are available. Here's the extra point. This one's up. This one is good. Yep, 49ers running this one. Green Bay just scored a touchdown. It was a shutout just until that. Touchdown catch on the screen. That one going to Aaron Jones getting that one on the screen for the touchdown catch. 9-yard touchdown grab. He is got his 4th catch for 21 yards in this game so far. Aaron Rodgers' numbers not that bad for like completion percentage though. 18 for 22, but still, he had that interception. Turnovers have changed the game. And there's been just 2 bad turnovers, a shanked punt. And it's just also another just really good punt return as well by Richie James. And it's just completely flipped up the field. When you play in a short field, that's how San Francisco scored. And Raheem Mostert is just incredibly beasting it with a football right now. Yep, it's going to be a lot of work for Green Bay to get back in this one, but it looks like 49ers all the way. It's going to be a lot of work to get back and tie this game up at 27. That's the best that they can do. That's if they don't give up anything in the second half. So yeah, right now we're just on a little bit of a break here in between. And then we'll get right back to the game. Green Bay just scored. First touchdown. Raheem Mostert's torching it up here. 3 touchdown rushes by Mostert. 14 carries, $160 on the ground. He has been just so tough to take down and break down today in this game by the Green Bay defense. Jimmy Garoppolo's only dropped back 6 times to pass the football. It was Kansas City, so Kansas City won that game earlier today. Final score 35-24. Patrick Mahomes, 3 passing touchdowns, 23 for 35, 294 on the ground. He was also the leading rusher today for Patrick Mahomes. Leading rusher for Kansas City, he had 53 rushing yards. He had a 27-yard touchdown run for Patrick Mahomes. Derrick Henry, I was shocked. Derrick Henry was only held to 69 rushing yards today, surprisingly. He's just been an absolute just train the takedown the past 2 playoff games, and then today this Kansas City defense came together. KC was struggling early. They were trailing 17-7. And then Kansas City just rallied off 3 straight touchdowns. And after that, Tennessee had to pass the football. And that is something they've never done before since they've been down like that. Pass the football a whole lot instead of relying on their rushing game. And that's where they just got crushed there. So here we have it. Right back to action. 27-7, San Fran with a football. Yeah, I'm going to go 49ers there for the win as well. With no hate here, is Aaron Rodgers overrated? Yeah, I would say so, yes. I would actually say so. There's some of these games Aaron Rodgers has struggled. I know his receiving core hasn't been as strong this year though. He's playing with like some like receivers just coming out of nowhere. That's a run by Mostert down the left sideline. But still, he still has Devontae Adams, Jimmy Graham. He still has some good players to pass the football to. I mean, Allen Lazard just isn't really the answer for Green Bay, but still, it's just I feel like Aaron Rodgers is gonna perform better than this. 7 points for this offense, just inexcusable. 2nd and 3 coming up, 8 minutes left to go in the third quarter. And he has struggled at times, multiple games this year. Just shocking that they haven't shown up. They didn't show up. They lost to the Chargers earlier this season. I did not see that one coming at all. That was their worst loss of the year, honestly. It's against the Chargers. That's a first down run. Mostert just torching it up now with over 170 yards in the ground. Picks up the first down in the HB toss. First down number 13 tonight for San Francisco. 7:30 left to go in the third quarter. 49ers with the football. What they do best, chunking out clock right now. Possessing that ball. It's going to be a long, long haul for this defense now to try to stop the rushing game. Zero answers. I formation. They're going to go jet sweep reverse in the toss. Left side. Over into the hands of Deebo Samuel down the 40-yard line, out of bounds around the 43. He picks up the first down. 1st and 10, 7:11 left to go here in the third quarter. So now this clock runs under 7. Jimmy G has only passed the football 6 times. You don't need an all-star flamethrower quarterback if you're San Francisco. Just play it the old school way. Pound the rock here. Open up holes. Raheem Mostert, lead the show. And that's exactly what they're doing in this game today. Alright, so right now we're just on a stoppage and time break here. We'll be right back in this game in just a moment. Yeah, Johnny C pointing out his Aaron Rodgers' low career interceptions is amazing. Lack of wins though, that's the thing. And last year was one of the examples with a lack of wins, but he did it with that of a head coach, with McCarthy as a head coach, which they just weren't getting together at all. They just never meshed. And he's had such a better year here with LaFleur. But still, this type of game, you need to expect them to compete in some type of fashion. They've been preparing for this matchup, and right now they're just getting killed. Yep, so definitely lack of wins on the bigger stage. And this is one of the games today when the games really, really matter. And what you would like the Super Bowl to be would basically be good quarterback versus good quarterback. What the storylines would be, Mahomes versus Rodgers. It'd be a great Super Bowl, a good matchup between those two teams. And now we're going to go in. It's going to be an interesting, different type of Super Bowl. Jimmy G, not the best quarterback, game manager type of quarterback for Jimmy G that doesn't need to attempt like 25, 30, 40, 50 passes per game to get the job done. Just drop back, throw the ball. Doesn't matter if it's 12, 15 times at most during the game. Just have the rushing game take you, and that is exactly what San Francisco has done. And it's just an interesting style of football that they have played. And they've just run straight away with it. Alright, so we're back to action here. Handoff up the middle. They're going to take it by the 49ers. They get the football. Raheem Mostert and the carry takes it for about a gain of 2 to the 41-yard line. This clock just keeps on chunking down and down. That's what the 49ers want to do. Their game plan set in stone, as simple as that. Just take up as much clock down in this game until the clock goes all the way down to 0. And then they move on to the Super Bowl. And that's what their game plan will be 2 weeks from now. They take on the Chiefs. Don't put the ball into the hands of Patrick Mahomes. Simple as that. As they go with a little bit of a jet sweep. HB toss to the right side. They're going to get a big chunk here. Past midfield. 45-40. Breaking tackles. 30-25. Dragged down from behind. At the 23-yard line. It is the rookie, Deebo Samuel. He has had a great game. What a performance. 32-yard rushing play by Deebo Samuel. And the toss over to the right on the jet sweep, and he took it down the near right sideline. Deebo Samuel, 2 carries, 43 yards on jet sweeps. Just had a 32-yarder just like 10 seconds ago. 1st and 10 at the 22 for San Francisco. They take the snap. Garoppolo tosses over left side of Mostert. Mostert takes it up the middle here in a cut. Back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. And Zadarius Smith is shaken up for Green Bay. Zadarius Smith was the one who got on the tackle. He's shaken up a little bit, though. Ooh, that's not good. He is one of the leaders right now on the defensive side of the football for Green Bay, and he is down right now on the field. So yeah, Zadarius Smith's still down right now on the field. Currently we're on a commercial break here. We're gonna get right back into the stream, like about 2 or 3 minutes. Raheem Mostert he has just been destruction tonight on the field. 17 carries, $174 rushing, 3 rushing touchdowns. The holes that San Francisco has come up with is just completely unreal. Like, this team is fast. And they have done it without George Kittle. That is the interesting part tonight. Jimmy Garoppolo, how about this? 4 completions, 6 attempts for 48 yards. 4 for 6, 48 yards passing. Receiving, George Kittle doesn't even pop up. It's just all about the lead blocks that he has gotten in this game for George Kittle today. It's just play that role, doesn't matter what. And he is doing it so significant in this game at all different levels. They're just too tough to compete against this team. Yeah, Johnny C has to hand it to San Francisco. Definitely. With waiting out on Jimmy G, keeping him to play this season. Definitely great for San Francisco. I honestly had no clue like what to expect about this team this year. Like, I didn't know what to expect in the offseason. I wasn't sure what at all. I had marked them as an 8-8 team, but I had like very few like answers about what this team could possibly be during the year, even though I had a pretty good prediction for like everybody else. Is just them and maybe a couple of other teams. I had like no clue what they would be throughout the season. That they were a mystery, complete mystery, and they have done it just old school football. The defense just stocking up on the defensive side of the ball has just been huge. Going deep with the running backs has been just the big key for the 49ers this season. This is looking good. 5 minutes left to go in the third. We're back to action. They go into the power I. They have it at the 22. Garoppolo hands it over to Mostert. Mostert down the far left sideline. Maybe he can get his 4th one. Going to the 10, to the 5, to the end zone. Guess what he does? Touchdown. Raheem Mostert is a beast. Oh, man. 33-7. This guy is unreal. That is what makes a great, great football team. Offense and defense, indeed. This team is on fire. Raheem Mostert. Four touchdown rushes for this guy. Here's the snap. Here's the hold. This is good on the extra points by Robbie Gould. It's 34-7 as they just keep on pouring on the totals. Mostert, 19 carries. $196 on the ground. Averaging just above 10 yards per carry. This is insane. As right now we get back to action. Yup, KC against San Francisco, Super Bowl indeed, Gavin. Mostert is just destroying out there. He is tearing it up. These holes are just, they're everywhere. He's able to get the edge constantly. There's all sorts of holes on the fields. Hey, here we have it. Back on Sportscaster here. Vaughn is on Sportscaster right now. Yep, Packers just cannot play well against the 49ers indeed. He's been, Vaughn's been hanging out with Lumas on Sportscaster. Cool, so you've been hanging out with my man Sam on Sportscaster. And Vaughn is back on YouTube. Welcome back in here, Vaughn, on YouTube. Yeah, Johnny C at San Francisco, 10-6 he puts at their ceiling. Really questioned Jimmy G and his health and top-end talent, but man, enough to admit when he is wrong. And this team is one of the biggest mysteries in the offseason. I had no clue about them, and they've just surpassed expectations big time. What a complete change from last year to this year for the 49ers. They go from being the top seed this season to a year ago going 4-12. Basically a lost year with Jimmy G suffering that torn ACL early on. But wow, Mostert is he's just tearing it up. So, yeah, right now we're just on break. We're going to get back here. That's a 49ers postseason record for Raheem Mostert. 196 rushing yards. Just crazy. I wonder if he can get to 5. Still got 4:49 left to go in the third quarter. That is very well possible. So this ball gets kicked off all the way to the back of the end zone. Green Bay will get it back, and this is just awful for Green Bay. Just no show today. Vaughn putting in the chat, if I were a girl, would I be a cheerleader? I am not sure. I don't know what I would do if I had a different gender. I'd probably play like a sport or so, like basketball and softball if I was a girl. As Aaron Rodgers screens it out left side into the hands of his running back, Irvin. Irvin takes it for about a gain of 8. Packers should just forfeit. Chase went away for like 20 minutes, saw that as the score. Yeah, Raheem Mostert has 4 rushing touchdowns. Second and 3 now at the 32. They're going to take the snap here in just a moment from the gun. Rodgers does. Back to pass from the pocket. Rodgers launches. Decides short to the near left sideline. That one complete for the first down to his tight end. As Greenlaw wrestles down Sternberger out of bounds. Gets it for about a gain of 4. Catches it, though, for the first down. So 1st and 10 Green Bay. Under 4 left to go in the third quarter. Johnny C pointing out if he was a girl, Aaron Rodgers would still be overrated. Yep. It's these type of playoff, like, crack under pressure types of guys here that, like, people always talk about, like the prime scorers, like the prime passers in the NFL and stuff. You can compare them to like the best scorers in the NBA, but when the big games matter, they crack under pressure. And Rodgers tried to thread the needle on the pass across the middle downfield, intended for Jimmy Graham, and double coverage fell incomplete. Incomplete pass stops the clock with 3:26. Man, if I had to compare like an overrated NFL player, like a good quarterback, to like somebody who's good in basketball, I would compare him straight to James Harden. Basically the same thing. Like, you can score all you want, you can drop 60 in a game, but just can't win the big games. Always a playoff choke, especially when they come time for like the NBA playoffs. They always choke in usually the Western Conference semis. That's a run up the middle by the gain of 2 in the rush. It's going to bring up now about a 3rd and 8 coming up. Third and 8 now onto the field for the Packers. Third down conversions, 1 for 5. I don't think you can actually forfeit a game, but Kansas City almost had to forfeit their game against the Patriots. Rodgers passes crosser across the middle as they can't break the tackle. Nice open field tackle. Limits Aaron Jones to a gain of about 6. Needed about 7 to get the first down. Open field tackle, though. Going to San Francisco. There's a penalty flag down in the field, and that's going to be on San Francisco. Penalty flag. First penalty by the 49ers today goes to illegal hands used to the face. It'll be an automatic first down here for Green Bay. But yeah, was it the Chiefs almost had the game forfeit against the Patriots because they didn't have their equipment bags in time for the game, and then they had to go all the way back to New Jersey to pick them up before the matchup. I guess they flew them into the wrong airport. They were supposed to go into Boston's Logan. They went all the way to Newark, New Jersey instead. Like, how in the world does that happen? I have no clue. Like, you gotta be like, man, that is just so rare of that happening. Rodgers takes the snap. Handoff up the middle. Aaron Jones takes it, carries it for about a 5-yard gain to the midfield marker. Got another flag. Back-to-back flags here in the last 2 plays. It's going to be a penalty by Green Bay. Holding by the offense. 2:20 left to go in the third. Penalties kill you. Just like that one. Penalties can crush a team. Now they're pinned back in on a 1st and 20 at their own 35. 1st and 20 for Green Bay. Rodgers going 5 wide. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Takes the snap, screens it over. Right side to Adams. Adams going upfield now. He's going to cut back towards the left. This one looks dangerous. And he falls down. Takes a lot of time off the clock and falls down for only a gain of 2. This is just disappointing. He could have just got out of bounds. Nope, he goes right back, cuts into the middle field of play, and now it's a 2nd and 18. Second and 18, Rodgers takes the snap. From the pocket, launches this one. Left side short, out complete to Adams. Past the 40 to the 43. Still, it's going to be way shy of the first down. 3rd and long coming up. Yeah, definitely. 49ers against Kansas City. Green Bay just a no-show today unless they do something on the comeback. Just a dramatic comeback. These point totals so far to come back from a football game like this. Huh. That's too funny. Chase putting out, roughing the passer, hurting the Aaron's Feeling Green Bay gains about 30 points. Will get the ball at the 49ers 1 yard line with 1 second remaining. Aaron Rodgers takes the snap here, 3rd and 12. Steps up, launches. Right side, short underneath, over to Jimmy Graham. Didn't get the first down. Everything is just short underneath. Not even trying to go for any passes, like 10, 12 plus yards more. There's a huge collision between Nick Bosa on the tackle. He tackled Jimmy Graham, and from behind is a 49er player down. It's Bosa on 57 for the 49ers. Dre Greenlaw. Greenlaw on the hit Graham there. As Bosa and Greenlaw actually hit helmets together and collided. Bosa's okay. Bosa got up. Greenlaw is the one who's down, though, on the field right now being checked out. So he is injured at this moment as we cut to another break. Yes, Super Bowl Kansas City against San Francisco should be a really, really good game, hopefully. I hope it's going to be a good battle, hopefully, with these two teams. Fourth and 2, Greenlaw able to get up. And he jogs off towards the sideline right now as he appears to be okay. Yep, he appears to be okay as he is along the sideline right now. 4th and 2, 18 seconds left to go, remaining in the third quarter. Fourth and 2, and Packers will go for it at the San Francisco 47. Rodgers 5 wide from the gun, 3 to left, 2 to the right, takes the snap. Rodgers passes across, gets it, first down. Big conversion by Allen Lazard. Big conversion. And it's going to end the third quarter. 27 more points to get even with them. And that's if you're able to stop Raheem Mostert. That is something they've never been able to do. Packers will have the football back right after these commercial messages as they just converted in a 4th down conversion. They're lucky. Aaron Rodgers to Allen Lazard. So this is what we got here. 1st and 10 coming up at about the San Francisco 43. So that's where the Packers will get the football coming up on the 1st and 10 from San Fran's 43-yard line. And basically devastating game. They had a possession earlier on. Could have changed the game. They had it right outside the red zone. Right outside that red zone, and they just couldn't score. They couldn't even transfer the snap appropriately. They got fumbled there and resulted in San Francisco recovering in it. Yeah, this is just not the matchup at all for Green Bay. Not a good matchup here with like a high passing team that's just struggled to run the football all day today. 57 rushing yards. That is it by Green Bay. San Fran rushing for 264 on the ground. A ridiculous 9 yards per carry. Raheem Mostert for 196 rushing yards. Has 4 rushing touchdowns. Yeah, I definitely agree with you, Chase. Seahawks 49ers. What we saw in that Week 17 Sunday Nighter, that was fantastic. Came down to a play at the 1 yard line. And that is, unfortunately, this matchup just did not live up to its hype at all. I'm definitely there with you, Patrick. Me too, man. I thought that the Packers could be able to make this one a whole lot closer than, like, what happened back on, like, that Sunday Night Football game in November. But no, not at all. Like, everything was there for them. Like, the revenge game, I didn't think that the Packers would have it, but I at least thought that this game would be much closer than what it was, and no. Not at all. Johnny C. desperately wanted Brady Breeze Super Bowl. That, before the season, man, that's exactly what I had predicted there. Brady versus Breeze Super Bowl. Same here. Kind of bummed personally because it's weird not seeing the Patriots playing in the Super Bowl, but it's going to be interesting just to see another team play on the field in the Super Bowl. 1st and 10 now. They go from the shotgun formation. Rodgers in the 1st and 10 at the 43, takes the snap, going to drop back on the launch, it across the middle, deep ball, 15 to the 10, Jimmy Graham dragging a defender all the way down to, going to be a touchdown. I thought he was down at the 1-yard line, but they're going to say, refs will say touchdown. This might, all scoring plays, of course, are reviewable. I wouldn't be shocked if they roll the football down at the 1-yard line instead of that being, that call right now is a touchdown. Jimmy Graham at the moment. So I'm going to put the points on the board, but that's what you needed for Aaron Rodgers right across the middle of the field. Completely behind the secondary. 49ers have been prone to that. Yeah, that's going to come back. That's going to come back. That knee is down at about the 1-yard line. You kidding me? You kidding me? I thought his knee was... Yeah, now they're checking. Okay, now they're checking. That was way late. Packers going for the 2-point conversion, but... Now they're checking about this, gonna review it. Where that knee was down by Jimmy Graham. Let's see. Yeah, that football wasn't a cross. I can't see from that angle. They need to get that pylon cam there. They had it from a weird behind the cam. Look, that's not going to happen. But right now, we're going to head to another break. I'm going to keep the score up 34-13 for now. This one might just come back, though. If they do so, it'll be at the 1-yard line. Oh, man. Patrick was almost more excited about this game than any of the games all season. And this game happened. Yeah, man, Green Bay has just been just a no-show throughout unless, like, they can put together something here. Like, if they're just fourth quarter team and able to stop Raheem Mostert, that's the only thing. If they somehow just put together some type of magic here in the last quarter, that would be just insane. But wow, they're just getting flat out just crushed. Baltimore, Seattle, Green Bay, very disappointing right now. Great seasons, but yeah. Too bad for Baltimore this year. Like, everything was all hyping up them, pointing to a Super Bowl, and then they come in against the number 6 seed Tennessee, and Tennessee kills them. That would be insane. If the Packers do make this comeback, that would be absolutely insane. I just don't see it happening, though. They haven't been able to have answers to stop Raheem Mostert all game. What is this total time of possession? That's something I haven't taken a look at a whole lot today, but... Oh, wow. Packers have possessed the football, actually, more than the 49ers. I feel like the 49ers have possessed the football more than the Packers, but that's just me, and the total time of possession actually states otherwise. Johnny C will have forever zero faith in Pete Carroll. Cleveland, yep, Cleveland definitely on the disappointment list. I would add the Atlanta Falcons too. I had Atlanta like going 11-5 this year. I had them predicted. They have all the talent on their team. Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, traded away Sanu. Just all that talent on that team, and they're gonna say, okay, they're gonna take away the points. So yeah, I was correct. 34-7, ball at the goal line. Rodgers, handoff, up the middle. Aaron Jones takes it in for the touchdown run. So that one counts. 34-13, and the Packers will most likely go for 2 here with about 14:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. What are my feelings about dogs? Chase me in like just like the dog, like the breed or so for that type of dog. Yep, it took the Packers longer to lose than it took the 49ers to win. That's too funny. 14:35 left to go. 2-point conversion here for the Packers. Still, you gotta stop Mostert. By the end of this, he's gonna be up 200 plus. He only needs four more yards to do that. Shotgun formation, 5 wide. Rodgers, one in motion towards the right. Rodgers, left corner fade to the end zone. That went off the back of the hands, incomplete for Davante Adams. 34-13. That score will remain the same as they could not hook up on the 2-point conversion. At this stage of the game, might as well. You gotta stop Mostert. That's the only thing you can do. Jimmy G has passed the football 6 times today. He's attempted passes. 4 for 6 passing for 48 yards. You gotta stop Mostert. That's the only thing there in the books. Alright, so into the fourth quarter. 14:35 left to go here, everybody. And all Aaron Rodgers can do is just sit on the bench once again. Does Green Bay start onside kicks right now? Oh, they're going to go for it, actually. I was going to say no. I feel like it's too early, but they're going to go for an onside kick. And what was that? Straight to San Francisco, where they've been able to score all day from the short part of the field. In my opinion, that's way too early. Way too early at this stage of the game. You got 3 timeouts. That onside kick just went straight to a San Francisco player. Way too early, though, in my opinion, with an onside kick. Because all you gotta do, you know that Jimmy Garoppolo, he hasn't passed the football since the last passing attempt was in the second quarter with 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining for Jimmy Garoppolo. He hasn't passed the football since then. All you gotta do is just stop Raheem Mostert. That's all. And they haven't been able to do that at all today. 1st and 10. 14:34 left to go. Into the I formation. Kittle lines up to the right side in motion. Garoppolo takes a snap. Handoff to Mostert. Mostert, stiff arm. Gets it. He's got 200. Takes it for about a gain of 4. Right at the 200 mark. It's going to be a 2nd down and 6. And they can take that clock, the play clock, all the way down to about 3 or 2 seconds. Snap it even if they wanted to with 1. Yep, now it's just so much easier for San Francisco to score again. You got them on the short fields. It's just going to be run after run with Mostert. 2nd down and 6. He's at 200 even. Under 14 left to go. I formation once again. Sanders in motion. Garoppolo, handoff, Mostert, cuts towards the right. Mostert picks up about a gain of 2. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 4 now for for the 49ers offense. And this clock will go right down to about that 13-minute mark remaining. Third down efficiency. 49ers, 50% today at 3 for 6. They got a 3rd down carry most likely in the bank here for Mostert, unless they go to the pass for Garoppolo. Hasn't attempted the pass, though, since like 2:10 left to go remaining in that 2nd quarter. Kendrick Bourne in motion to the right side. 3 bunched up. Going to the left now. They hand it off up the middle. Mostert gets stopped. But he gained around a gain of 3. Needed 4 for the 1st down. It's going to bring up a 4th and 1 now. San Francisco, interesting place with the football, as they have it right at that edge of the field goal range. If they do bring out Robbie Gould, it's going to be probably like a 56-yard field goal, or 57-yarder. Let's see. They're going to keep on Jimmy G. 4th and 1, they're going to keep on the offense, and San Fran's going to go for it. Green Bay with 0 answers today to stop the run. We're going to see if this one counts. 12:30 left to go in the 4th quarter. Jimmy G under center. Mostert in the backfield. 3 bunched up to the right side. Kittle, one of them in motion. Garoppolo trying to get them to bite, and the 49ers take a timeout. They tried to get the Packers. Oh, no, they didn't. is going to be a flag down? They took a delay a game. That's what they did. So, yeah, they tried to get him to jump. They didn't. 5-yard penalty delay a game by San Francisco on the offense now. That's why. That's why they should have went for the onside kick, not on the last one, but the one after. Because if they had been able to just kick it off and stop them, like if this would be a 4th and 1 from their own 34, it would be a punt already. This football would be punted away. Packers would get it at a much shorter field. Yep. So delay a game. Delay a game. They're gonna bring out the punting unit. Punting unit right now with about 12 minutes left to go. Are they gonna do what we'll see if they keep on delaying it. We'll see. Oh, they're gonna take the false start. This is smart. This is smart. This is Mike Vrabel. This is Bill Belichick 101. Bill Belichick 101 against the Jets back in October. Oh man. Packers can only stop the clock with a timeout, and they keep on not doing it. $11:54 left to go in the fourth quarter. 4th and 6 coming up, and Shanahan just takes it. They just did that on purpose to false start 5 yards so more time could go off the clock. It's just textbook for the 49ers. So now we got 11:54 left to go. 4th and 6. We'll do this again with a punting unit. The clock will run again. This is genius. 34-13, a score like this. Exact genius of Kyle Shanahan. You let like almost 2 minutes basically run off the clock just by having your team stand in the punting formation. And now they finally get it to their punter, snap it away, and boot it away. That's genius by the 49ers. Going to pin them deep. This ball fair caught at the 8. Smart indeed. Yeah, Tennessee did that 1-point game against the Patriots. They did that, and at that time I was like, why? Because the football was actually much closer. I think they had the football like the Patriots 28, and they could have went for it and got the first down. But yeah, that all started with Bill Belichick back in that October game against the Jets, Monday Night Football. That's when we first saw it firsthand there. Absolute blowout. And happens again in another type of one of these games, just where it's a one-sided affair. They do it again. That's good old smart football there. Yeah, not looking good at all for Hayden's Packers. Not looking good to see like over 2.5 minutes basically of time just run off the clock between when the ball was last snapped to be punted away. Okay, so who's the first pick in the NFL draft? It's Joe Burrow all day. Joe Burrow to the Bengals. So it's Joe Burrow all day over Chase Young, in my opinion. Okay, yeah, Hayden putting out. Good thing is Louisville Cardinals won yesterday against Duke. Duke is just choking defensively. Man, I haven't seen like a Duke team this bad defensively in quite like a long time. Like it's really concerning. Like I'm not sure what to take of Duke now. Like they don't look like a tournament team in my opinion. I think they're gonna get out early, like second round of the tournament most likely with Duke. There's gonna be so many upsets. I feel like a Big East team's gonna make it to the Final Four. There's gonna be a mid-major team in there in the Final Four. I feel like too for college basketball. It's ridiculous with all the upsets this season. A Big Ten, a Big East, a mid-major, and then a Big 12 school. That's gonna be the Final Four, in my opinion. The ACC has just been so down this season. Hey, welcome in Don Bomb 26. His worst team is destroyed. Sorry to hear that, dude. I appreciate Johnny C. is actually not watching this game, doing a hell of a job, man. I appreciate it, Johnny C. Yeah, we should be back on the basketball channel for you guys probably tomorrow night. I know there's Baylor against Oklahoma, so if I'm able to get that game for you guys, I should be back on the basketball channel. I do plan to do Texas Tech against Kentucky over the weekend, Saturday at 6 o'clock. As we get back to this one, 1st and 10, 11:25 left to go. Green Bay with the football all the way back at their own 7. Rogers screens it over right side to Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham past the 10. And he gets completely crushed right there by a group of defenders. Richard Sherman coming in as well to make the tackle at the 12. Could Louisville make the Final Four? I do see that there's a possibility of Louisville making the Final Four. The thing is, it's just they need to find production there with somebody that's not the name of Jordan Nwora, because if Jordan Nwora has an off game and nobody produces there for Louisville, that's when they're in trouble. Rogers gonna swing it out to the left sideline. It's incomplete. That one's out of bounds, 3rd and 5. But if Jordan Nwora has an off game in the tournament, that's really concerning. If it's like against a matchup with like a really good defense, like a defense that doesn't give up much points and Nwora doesn't do anything and his other teammates struggle, it's going to be a long game for Louisville, I feels like. That's where they were able to get the production yesterday, though, from David Johnson for the Cardinals. He just came out of nowhere yesterday. He's the reason why they won the game. It's because of him. He had a just absolutely awesome game. 3rd and 5. Rogers takes the snap. Back to pass in the pocket. Rogers gonna air this one out. Deep down the middle of the field in stride. Oh, he got him, Adams. At the 35 to the 30. Stiff arm, and he's brought down around the 23-yard line. Gigantic pickup. It's gonna be a 1st down catch. What a throw. It's about a 66-yard throw downfield for the 1st down grab. That is exactly what they needed. Rogers with a home run ball. That's what I say. Take the deep shots down the field, and they finally did. This late in the game, though. 1st and 10. 10 minutes left to go. Went to Adams. Adams now with 114 receiving yards. They have it at the 22 of San Francisco. Rogers takes the snap, handoff, right side counter into the hands of Jamal Williams. Williams going to stop back for a big loss on the ground. They're going to probably say forward progress. Got a late flag coming in. Late flag's going to be on San Francisco, I believe. That was a late tackle to the ground. Number 94, Solomon Thomas for the 49ers, just well after the whistle with a forward progress by Jamal Williams, just wrapping him down well after the whistle. Yup, last year Duke had an all-star team with Zion, RJ, and Cam Reddish, and yet they couldn't even make the Final Four. So yeah, I feel like it's going to be a team from the Big 10, Big 12, and Big East that make the Final Four, along with a mid-major. 2nd and 10, 9:30 left to go. Rogers from the gun now at the 22. Takes the snap. Back to pass, left side, far left sideline, complete to Adams. He is out of bounds around the 14-yard line. It's going to be about a 3rd and 2 coming up. Don Bomb 26, he hopes that there's a Super Bowl 48 repeat so that Chiefs destroy the 49ers. Last year Louisville lost 1st round against Minnesota. I was shocked by that Minnesota won that game last year. That was a 10-7 matchup, I believe. We got 9 minutes left to go. 9 minutes. Rogers screens it out left side into the hands of Jones. Jones down the left sideline. 10-yard line. Knocked out of bounds around the 8. 1st down, but the Packers here at the 49ers 8-yard line for Green Bay with the football. 1st and goal with 8:45 on the clock. Green Bay comeback boys, Don Bomb putting here. Vegas Vic's pointing out they should have gone for it. No problem. No problem, my man. Man. 49ers trying to do something here with a comeback. 8:25 left to go in the 4th quarter. Rogers. From the gun, one wide to the left. That's Jimmy Graham, top left corner of the screen. Watch out for that. 1-on-1 there with Graham. Rogers, pump fake. Rogers drifting back to the 20. Rolls out to the right now. Rogers passes. Back corner to the end zone. He finds him. Touchdown. It's the tight end. Who is that? That's Sternberger. Jake Sternberger gets the touchdown catch, and it's 34-19. It's getting a little bit more interesting. Hey, welcome in, John Nelson. Thanks so much for stopping by, my man, on the channel once again. Rodgers able to escape the pressure, flushed out to his right, buying some time back in the end zone. Jake Sternberger with a touchdown catch. Yep, TD coming. It was right there. Ain't over yet. 34-19, and Mason Crosby coming on to attempt the extra point in just a moment. Here's the extra point, snap, hold, kick, Crosby. It's good. Straight through the uprights. 34-20 to score. Big catch, though. Devontae Adams with a monster catch to set up the touchdown. He had a 65-yard grab that set up that touchdown play a couple plays later. Don Bomb 26 feeling the comeback in this one. That would be insane if they're able to get a comeback like that. So let's see. Chase putting out David Johnson went to his high school, actually. Wow. That's so cool. Trinity High School won 26 football state championships. Wow, man. You guys, quite the football program out there at Trinity. 2 more touchdowns for the Packers. They're going to have to get those onside kicks to go their way then. They were able to stop Mostert. If they're able to stop Mostert, then that would be huge for them. They did on the last drive. Mostert picked up 9. Packers, by the way, were 3 timeouts. So 14-point game. Packers making this interesting. 8:13 left to go. So 8 minutes, 13 seconds left to go. They just got to stop Mostert. By the way, looking at this scoreboard graphic, Packers win more total yards, more first downs than the 49ers. 345 total yards by the Packers. 20 first downs by the Packers compared to 16 by the 49ers. And total yardage looks like this. Packers 345, 313 by the 49ers right now. Passing first downs, Packers have 15 passing first downs, only 2 by Jimmy Garoppolo of San Francisco. San Francisco, though, with 12 first downs rushing the ball compared to only 4 by Green Bay. Jimmy G today, 48 passing yards. He's yet to attempt a pass since the second quarter. As right now, we're just on a break here in the game, and we'll go right back in here in just a moment. Things are sure getting interesting. I wish that could happen yesterday in some of the basketball games we had, that it could have been close and close and close like that. Duke and Louisville had potential to go into overtime, but Cassius Stanley, man, you messed it up. You're leading scorer at Duke, but when it comes crunch time, under a minute left to go, you can't hit the key shots. 8:13 left remaining. This ball's a short kickoff. 49ers will grab it past the 20, out of bounds around the 26. So 8:10 left remaining. Gaming with Hayden thinks that Aaron Rodgers still has a good 4 years left in him. Yeah, I would say so. It's just winning these big games. This would be a huge one tonight if he's able to come back and get the W. Against the toughest defense from the NFL, that's another thing. That would be huge for Aaron Rodgers if he's able to do it. Garoppolo finally passing. Pass across the middle. That one complete. Over first down is George Kittle. His first catch of the game. Past the 40 to the 45-yard line. Just wide open. George Kittle where he need him finally. If you're playing fantasy football, luckily you're not, because fantasy football is over. But if this was an actual game during the season, George Kittle had his first catch at this point. I mean, that wouldn't help you out a ton in fantasy football at all, but Kittle finally gets his first grab of the game. 1st and 10, 7:30 left remaining. Killer as far as the time remaining in this game for the Packers as that time clock is going down. Garoppolo under center as they go into the I formation. Garoppolo snaps it now as they take the snap, handoff up the middle to Mostert. Mostert at midfield takes it for a 5-yard gain in the HB toss. Misdirection up the middle. Let's see, Johnny putting out, he thinks that Green Bay would get wrecked by Kansas City. Gotta root for San Francisco because they think their D will contend with Kansas City's offense. Yeah, same here. I think San Francisco's defense will be able to compete hard. I like that. I like that matchup with those two teams. I feel like it's going to be hopefully a close game. But at the end, I've got San Francisco. Power I, they take the snap. HB toss left side of Mostert. Mostert to carry. He gets it to about the 47-yard line. Packers territory. He's going to bring up about a 3rd and 3. Am I going to do a video for the NFL awards? That's what it's... Ooh. I'm probably going to be busy that day, most likely. Because I'm usually out during the day, either like a Saturday or Sunday during the day. That's the only thing. Like today I was out earlier during the day, so I'm not sure my schedule yet. That's a couple weeks away. That's a pass left side over to Kittle, and they're going to call the Packers with a flag. They're going to get Redmond on the flag with 5:53 left to go. I know I'm going to be doing a Selection Sunday stream I plan to do on the basketball channel. So I'm going to be doing that right before the tournament. Pass interference all over there by Will Redmond of Green Bay. It's going to be automatic first down by San Francisco. That's a killer there. Killer penalty, and San Francisco will get the football with under 6 left to go in the first down. You just gotta respect the greatness of what Tom Brady and Bill Belichick have done. You'll never be able to see like that ever again be accomplished on the football field, I bet. Just such greatness. 6 rings together. I mean, it's just an incredible accomplishment. 42 years old, 20 seasons in the NFL, and still playing, and still has the desire to play. And he has said, Tom Brady said that he wants to play up to 45, possibly to 47. It's just an incredible career. Like all the things he has accomplished, him and Belichick, you just gotta respect what they have accomplished. It's just awesome to see there. It's phenomenal. You'll never see that ever again in sports. Because, like, the retention level now in sports is so low for NFL nowadays. 2nd and 11, that play, run up the middle was taken for a loss of 1, so Mostert got taken down for a loss of 1. Mostert. Most rushing yards in a single game in NFL playoff history. Eric Dickerson in 1985 had 248 yards on the ground. Raheem Mostert is number 2 on that list with 211 tonight. What a game by Mostert. Let's see here. Yes, I do plan to do a Super Bowl stream for you guys. So yeah, this is the second to last video on the football channel here. And then the Super Bowl one for that one. And basically it's all basketball. Because the basketball channel is the much bigger one. So I'm going to be promoting the basketball channel just a lot more here. Shotgun formation, Garoppolo screens it out right side. That ball complete to the right sideline. 40 to the 35. Mostert gets the catch and close to the first down, and they say he does. Mostert gets it. Screen of 11 on the bubble screen out to Raheem Mostert, and that is a killer there for the Packers. Puts it to a first down by the 49ers, and the clock will run under 5 until they'll snap off the football again. Our Packers actually take a timeout with 5:31. So they take a timeout with 5:31. First charged timeout of the second half now. Yup, looking like the 49ers going to win this game. That's very close to the first down. Yeah, Patrick putting out, at least the Packers scored a couple of times. They scored as soon as he came into the stream. They made it interesting, so that was good. At least it wasn't like a blowout. Like, it wasn't a blowout like some of the games I watched this year. Or some of the games I watched for college this season were complete blowouts. Like, man, that's what makes college football. Actually, Matt LaFleur is going with a challenge on this play. So Matt LaFleur is going to challenge the spot of the football. Refs say first down by Mostert, an 11-yard catch. We'll take a look here. Once they have this, I'll let you guys know what the challenge call is on the field. The refs are taking a look at it right now. 5:31 remaining. What's my favorite food? I like anything that's Mexican food, basically. I enjoy chicken quesadillas, sour cream, tacos there. Lots of, like, Mexican types of food. Oh, man. So this is a huge call on the field as far as the spot of the football. They're taking a look at the spot of the ball right now. Okay, they're going to reverse the call. The spot was a yard short to the line of gain, so they moved back the football a yard. And instead of a 1st and 10 for the 49ers, it's going to be a 3rd and 1 now. So 3rd and 1 for the Niners with 5:42 left to go. And they should put back, yeah, Fox took away Green Bay's timeout. They should put back the timeout by Fox. I don't know why. Yeah, maybe, Gaming with Hayden's pointing out about Deflategate or so. Maybe that's why. There's a rush. That's gonna be enough, right? I think Mostert got it. Deebo Samuel was helping him out, trying to get to the first down marker, and he had the forward progress, then Green Bay pushed him back, and it's gonna be a 1st and 10. Yep, 1st and 10, 49ers with 5:13 left to go, and the Packers take their second charge timeout of the second half. So yeah, maybe Tom's testicle failure happens to be the deflated ball. Yup, indeed. TB12 is a legend. It's gonna be nobody else in the game, I bet. Like in the future, that'll accomplish what he did. Like, people nowadays don't have like really like that much drive to do what Tom is doing there. That's too funny. Johnny C putting out. He bets that Brady changes every single light bulb in his house when only one goes out. Just, man, the man just never quits. First and 10. 49ers with the football at the 31-yard line. Garoppolo takes a snap, handoff. Mostert on the carry, past the 30, takes it to the 29, gain of 2. As Green Bay will take their last timeout. 5:08 left to go in the fourth quarter. 2nd down and 8. That's too funny. Brady's one nut still better than any other quarterback's pair. Let's see. Chase Miller's pug snoring sounds like his grandpa. This tweet 13 minutes ago by Rob Demovsky, ESPN staff writer over here on Twitter, post out, Jimmy Garoppolo still 6 pass attempts, last quarterback to win a playoff game with fewer than 10 pass attempts was back in 1999 AFC Divisional Round. Mark Brunell went 5 for 9 before being replaced by Jay Fielder in the second quarter. Jaguars, that was the game that they sent Dan Marino out into retirement, beat them 63-7. That's a run up the middle. Mostert takes it. Just shy of the first down marker. It's going to be about a 3rd and 3 coming up. Yeah, I did watch Lamar at Louisville. Absolute beast, man. He wasn't even close to being projected to be like the Heisman, like going into the projections, I think, for his Heisman year that he won. Like they were saying, they were ranking the quarterbacks. I think they put him around like number 60 or so on the list, and then he comes out and crushes people, gets like a 7 touchdown game and wins the Heisman in college. It's like insane what he did. Third and 2. Garoppolo. Handoff up the middle to Mostert. Mostert dragged down. Didn't make it to the first down marker. 4th down and 3. 4:10 left to go. 49ers. They can make this a 3-score game. All they have to do is kick a field goal. Yep. Lamar was a GOAT. He won the Heisman. Classic chat. 4th and 3 here. Robbie Gould's going to come over to the sideline. They're going to call a timeout for the 49ers. 3:36 left remaining, and San Francisco would take their first timeout of the second half. Looks like Robbie Gould's going to practice kicking the football to the net for a couple tries here as they take a timeout to do so. So yeah, I'll be back on the football channel for you guys. Super Bowl, I'll have you guys covered for Kansas City versus San Francisco. Barring any miracle, last 3:36 in this one. But yeah, basically everything out will be on the basketball channel here because basketball season's just heating up. Next Celtics game, I believe, will be, I think it's going to be on Sunday for the Celtics because that's national TV. They're going to take on the Pelicans on Sunday. So if I'm back in time around 6, I'll have the Celtics game for you guys. 42-yard attempt. Robbie Gould to snap the kick. This one is up, and this one is through the uprights, up and good. 37-20. Gaming with Hayden loves watching my channel, loves me calling out the plays, no homo, and much love to me. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. Thanks so much, guys, the two of you, Gaming with Hayden and Chase Miller, for finding my channel yesterday for college basketball. Yep, football season is almost over, Vegas Fix. I can't believe it, dude. I found you here in the first stream. Patriots Lions, first game of the preseason that I did. We had over like 2,000 views. Everybody was excited that football season was back once again. Man, it's crazy. It just feels like yesterday when you found my stream. And then like Patriots Lions went. First game in August for the preseason. Next week was Patriots against Tennessee, I believe, for week 2 of the preseason. After that, week 3 of the preseason. It just kept on going by and by and by. And then week 1, week 2, man, it just flew right by this football season. It was absolutely insane how fast it went. Here's the kickoff. 3.5 left to go. Packers will return this football now. They take it past the 10 to the 15 to the 20. Breaks a tackle and dragged down around the 24. On the return, as that one is by Irvin. Football never ends. Dilly Dilly. The Dilly Dilly commercial is always so popular. What is the best cereal? His favorite's Apple Jacks for Chase's. I would go with Life cereal. I really like Life cereal. I have usually in the morning, or Frosted Mini Wheats. I have. 3:26 left to go in the fourth quarter. Shotgun formation with a 1st and 10 Packers handoff up the middle. Ooh, big shot taken on the rush by Jamal Williams, but able to get back to his feet. It's going to bring up about a 2nd down and 4 as we approach that 3-minute mark remaining. Fruity Pebbles. It's what Gaming with Hayden likes. College sports, anything is better than professional sports. No cap, according to Gaming with Hayden. I really like college basketball, covering college basketball. Oh, watch out, Aaron Rodgers. Oh, he fumbles the football. Ball is down on the ground as Rodgers takes a shot from behind. Armstead forces the fumble. Packers fall on it. And that puts all hope away here tonight for the Packers. 2:40 remaining. 3rd down and a mile. Coming up for Green Bay. As Armstead taking down Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, he clearly fumbled it. And yep, Packers with 0 timeouts left to go. 3rd and 13. 1 play before the 2-minute warning. Aaron Rodgers taking 5 sacks tonight, 5 knockdowns, and just Raheem Mostert for the 49ers. Incredible game by him with 4 touchdowns. Rodgers flushed out to the right. Gonna step up. He's gonna chuck this one deep down the field here. Rodgers airs it out, and it falls short. Not on the same page as Allen Lazard, as he failed to turn back to the football in time. And was about a couple of steps, 2 or 3 steps in front of the football and didn't turn back in time. Stops the clock, 2:08 left to go, 4th and 13. Gonna keep on the offense for Green Bay. And if they don't convert, that will be the game. No timeouts left to stop the clock. Yes, I've actually tried Cinnamon Life. I have that right now. It's really, really good, indeed. I really do like college basketball, though. For the NBA, I love calling my Celtics. For the NBA, some of the other NBA teams, though, it's like rough to call some of the other games for the NBA, because some of the games are like a blowout. That's the only thing for like the NBA, whereas like most of the games like are like a blowout, whether it's like the Mavericks against Golden State. Like I remember calling that one, and man, the final score was like 144 to like 93 or something crazy. Like, some of the games for the NBA are, like, blowouts if there's, like, a bad matchup in there. Because, like, there's a total difference between the bottom of the NBA and, like, who's really good in the NBA. As far as, like, college basketball, you're talking about upsets, like, each and every day. It seems like it's always the away team who wins the game. It doesn't even matter. You can have, like, a top 5 team in the nation, and you can play against a conference opponent who has, like, a overall record of something like 8 and 13, and they play at home. The 8 and 13 at home against their top 5 opponent that has a record of something like 19 and 2, and a 19 and 2 team loses. Rodgers could be the final play. Pass across the middle, gets it, 1st down over to Adams. Adams circles around now at the 37, and he's tackled right at the center of the field, as it will stop the clock at a 2-minute warning. So not done yet. Gain of 13 on the catch, as it brings up a 1st down, and the Packers have it at the 2-minute warning, as we'll be back after these messages here, as we are on Final Yard Football on YouTube, as we have a stoppage in time at the 2-minute warning. My name is Sal, by the way, so S-A-L, my name is Sal. I actually didn't play football. I played baseball growing up. I played basketball growing up. I started out, I have another channel on YouTube. I'll drop it down over here, what it's called. It's a channel that I call Basketball 4. I started out with the basketball play-by-play channel about like a year ago. It's, oop, spell that correct. But yeah, I'll put that in the chat for you. It's called Behind the Arc Basketball. It is on YouTube. I have the link, I think, right down here. Yeah, I can just post that. There it is, because I had copied it over earlier. Yeah, so I have another channel. It's on YouTube. I've been doing that one, the basketball one, for about a year, so I just posted in that link. So that one I've been doing longer, and then I was like always interested to get into like football play-by-play, because I enjoy watching football as well. Football and basketball are my top 2 sports to call play-by-play for. I grew up, though. I played on the high school baseball team when I was in high school, back in the day, like 7 years ago. And then, yeah, I did play basketball and baseball growing up, but I actually never did play football. But I kind of just watched, like, football here on the TV after I graduated college. Took in like a bunch of stuff here, like different types of play calls. A lot of stuff I just remember from the Madden playbook and things like that, with all the different stuff like college football playbook that they have and everything. But I used to just sit like all the time here, like during the day or so, like when I have a chance, when I have some free time, I just like look at articles, take a look at some of the plays and things like that they have going on. One of the things that I follow that I go on usually during my lunch break, it's for like a bunch of Patriots content. Not sure if you're familiar with it, Johnny C, but the website is called Pat's Pulpit, and it has like a ton of stuff with Patriots content on it. I read like a bunch of it to like get to know like what is going on, because it has like a pretty good like inside knowledge on the team that they have with all like the Patriots content on there, and it gives like a pretty good, like sometimes they give like good analysis on like the playbook and stuff like that. 1st and 10 coming up. Rodgers, as we're back from the 2-minute warning, gonna air this one out. Oh, this is deep down the field. Watch out. Intercepted by Richard Sherman at the 5-yard line, as he'll just dive down with the football at the 7 as Richard Sherman picks off Aaron Rodgers, and that's the ball game. What does my hair look like? I'll take off my hat. There you go. Yeah, so I have a buzz cut right now. Sometimes I have my hair like longer or so, but I usually like to wear a hat for my stream. But that's what it looks like, straight up buzz cut that I have. But my hair grows out like so fast. Like, tune back like a month and a half, like 2 months from now, this whole thing will be just, I'll have my hair basically grown out, basically. So Vegas Vix predicted to play watch Rodgers get sacked. Well, he got picked off right there. Vegas Vix, man, he's like Tony Romo earlier today. He predicted one of the plays earlier today, back in the first quarter. Bird or LeBron? I'll go Larry there. Larry is a legend in my eyes. I've never been a fan of LeBron. Even though LeBron is just such a special player, but I've just never been that type of fan. I wish I was living during like the Larry Bird days. 49ers, they take the snap. Jimmy G takes a knee in 1:35 before this game is over. Did I enjoy college? Yeah, college was a pretty good blast there. Patriots won the Super Bowl during college. I went to college like 15 minutes north of Gillette Stadium. So I actually went to Patriot Place to get the Super Bowl gear for 51 when they won the Super Bowl. But college was a blast. What my actual job is, I majored in communications. I had a concentration in radio broadcasting. That's where my day job is. I work for a radio station not too far away from my house in Massachusetts. Not too far away from me. It's right towards like Fall River, Somerset in Massachusetts. But I work at a radio station. I do all like production commercials. I do voiceovers for the radio commercial spots there. Produce all the commercials for the radio stations and stuff like that. So that's my day job, the Monday to Friday stuff. Yup, heading to the Super Bowl for the 49ers. Last 35 seconds, Garoppolo takes the snap, takes the knee. This one is over. What a story. 49ers last year, they go 4-12 this season. 13-3, soaring into the playoffs. Now they are 15-3, back-to-back wins in the first 2 rounds in the playoffs against 2 NFC North teams, Minnesota and Green Bay, in back-to-back weekends, and this game is over. 49ers have done it here. Jimmy Garoppolo didn't even have to pass the football that much. 6 for 8 through the air. 77 passing yards. Raheem Mostert tore it up tonight. 29 carries, 220 on the ground. 4 touchdown rushes for Raheem Mostert in this game, and he was just tearing it up from start to finish. Tough to break down, tough to tackle. And the 49ers going to take on the Kansas City Chiefs here in the Super Bowl. And I should be back for you guys for the Super Bowl. So I do plan to do the stream for you guys for the Super Bowl. 37-20, the final on this one. I'll be back this week for the basketball channel. I'm hoping to be back tomorrow. Baylor against Oklahoma for college basketball. I should have a stream for you guys on Saturday. Texas Tech, Kentucky at 6 o'clock as well. And also, I do plan to cover the Celtics game, 6 o'clock next Sunday, a week from today. I do plan to cover them when they take on Zion and the Pelicans. So, we'll have some basketball action in there's I've almost got 900 subs over on the basketball channel. Once we get 1,000 on the basketball channel, definitely going to promote my football channel out, since we've only been on this football channel now since August or so very, very short time. It's been awesome for you guys. A lot of you guys have been a part of the basketball channel where I spread it over to you guys to join me as a football channel as well. It's been awesome. Over like 220 people here sub to the channel, which is like, whereas, like, the NFL, like, it's tough to find my stream in, like, a pack of, like, tons and tons of streams that's showing the game. So this is awesome. Definitely going to promote it more once we get more people in here like I've been doing. And here we have it. Super Bowl. Next stream on the football channel. San Fran getting the W. 37-20 the final. Before I sign off here, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. And I'll be streaming the Super Bowl here. Also, feel free to turn on notifications on my basketball channel, Behind the Arc Basketball, on YouTube. I'll put that right in the chat for you guys if you're not familiar with it. Just hit that link to be directed to my basketball channel. Check that out as well. And feel free to turn notifications on for that one when you do know when I go live for later this week. But I appreciate it, guys. Yep, Jimmy G is smiling. He's going to go to the Super Bowl year. First time as a starter for Jimmy G now. I appreciate it, Hayden. Thanks so much for the stream. And Chase Miller, I appreciate it for coming back here on the channel. And yep, Super Bowl bound indeed for the 49ers. Thanks so much, Chase Miller. And yep, definitely, man. Definitely share it out indeed. I'll take your note for you, Johnny. See, I appreciate it, man. Thanks so much for coming back here. He puts out LeBron's amazing, but Larry Bird, the man among men indeed. Slowly stirred away from basketball the last 10 years or so, but appreciate my conviction point blank on indeed. Hey, thanks so much, guys. I enjoy it. Enjoy the rest of your night here on this Sunday night here. Signing off right now on Final Yard Football on YouTube. 49ers going to the Super Bowl, 37-20, the final tonight over Green Bay. Signing out here as this is Final Yard Football on YouTube.